someone
goes in and out.
yeah.
Goes in and out.
So Viper can be like their tank, their frontliner. So it's going to be like the Greaves, the pipe, that sort of stuff. Either the pipe or BKB, but they definitely need a pipe because there's so much magic coming up from TNC side. They have the gyrocopter, the Leshrac. I think I'm missing one hero. I think they have one more, or maybe the Ogre. So they are somewhat, the Ignite, but they definitely need like a pipe or BKB. But BKB definitely for the side of 496. So the Viper's going to get it maybe. The Monkey definitely needs a BKB, that's for sure. We might even see the Sanking get one as well.
Yeah, I mean, this game, the Sanking, there's obviously the traditional build going, or definitely going to go for the Veil Discord Blink Dagger.
Naked Veil.
Yes, the Naked Veil. You could go for the Urn this game as well. Not a bad option, because you do have a lot of damage amp. Ever since they changed the Urn from being the damage, was it HP removal that was originally. Now you have the Veil plus the amplification from Nether Toxin, actually. And yeah, you have Nether Toxin in Sandstorm with the Venomous Gale on. The magic damage from these guys are actually incredible.
Yeah, it's going to be... This is one of those games in Dota where you queue up and you go, oh my god, they're just going to blink in on us, we're going to kill them, and then we're all going to have to back up because we're going to be
just
on like
straight up
HP.
die.
Or just all die. This might be a game, really, where we might get just 10 people dead at the same time, to be quite honest. I could really see it happen in this lineup.
I mean, that's what the beauty of Veno, right? You go in with Veno, you go, I got free kill, support 5. Veno spits his poison, like waddles away.
Puts down a banana, do what you must, I've already won.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
You're all dead, I'll get you.
And all of a sudden, as you're all attacking him, you go, wait, I have not heard a Sanking for a... He comes from below, you're done. Like, they do actually have a massive amount of magic damage, which was why maybe... Could we see maybe Tim's rushing the pipe here as opposed to the Greaves? Or maybe go mech into a pipe?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah. Because normally he gets like one item before his blink. Like Enigmas now, they don't rush blink anymore. They either go like, they mech first or maybe Helm or something. Yeah. But most of the time it's always the mech first because they build up into the Greaves. The extra mana from the Greaves is very nice as well. The mana heal and all the extra bonus stats. So he'll definitely get one item first, but he might skip the mech and go for the pipe this game. Or maybe he'll just go mech into pipe.
Okay, well with that, we're going to have to see what happens in the actual game as we move it over to our casters. X-Cyclops, please take it away.
Thank you. Hello?
Hey.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Cyclops?
Yeah, good.
Did you...
Thank you so much for the panels just now. You know, that was a great analysis from them, as I am so hyped to get into the grand finals today.
We had all the discussions, who's going to get Guardian Greaves, who isn't, what's Veno going to do, every opinion 3 times. So let's look into the actual game.
Oh wow, that's quite quick. You know, next thing you know, we are in the game already. The first game of the day of Dota 2 Grand Finals TNC versus 496.
They have the Monkey King up here. The Gyrocopter is trying to do some harass, but
Indeed.
30 seconds to battle.
So they're going to put the Monkey King against the Gyrocopter. I think they expected, and you can see Beastmaster actually going bomb. The panel is talking about Beastmaster against Monkey King because of the slow is pretty good. But if you put Gyrocopter against Monkey King, there's a lot of damage from the Rocket Barrage.
Yeah.
And we'll be up against also the Venomancer. Are we looking at the Venomancer? No, it's probably just a support.
Do you know that last night before I go to bed, I have a chat with 498, 458, the guy who played mid lane of team 496. And we had at...
There you go, 458.
Yeah, we had an Odang.
What?
That's the Odang, you know, right? That sold in Family Mart.
Okay.
The Odang, you know, the like fish cake. You know, I saw him, and then we were discussing about the game, and then we saying that I actually give him a little bit of advice that if you want to win Team TNC, you just gotta play something hella crazy. Like you can't beat them with the meta heroes, of course. So maybe that's the reason why they having a little bit odd hero like Raidmax and a Viper in the first game.
Arrow lands, but do they have enough damage to bring down the Jacob? He's taking a lot of damage right here.
Wow! Oh, that actually a kill. Oh,
the fairy fire. Well done.
Man, that was well calculated by the but looks like they're just gonna go in one more time. The arrow is still there, waiting for the cooldown, waiting for the right ankle.
He's gonna salve the chance to kill him. Is gonna be very difficult.
Indeed.
But at the meantime, you can see that Jacob was getting no CS, and Mirage thinking of snatching the courier.
Back to the top lane. This is quite a strong lane. They got a slow and a stun from Sand King and Vadermancer. If you just wait until around level 4, I think team 496 will be able to kill them. Having a 2 mid lane together, trying to hold on the gyrocopter.
Yeah, the panel discussed, they were like, one thing you could do is just go find the gyrocopter, try to throw a few arrows, and maybe you can get a few kills on Armel to slow him down.
Okay.
But bottom lane, they do have the Monkey King versus the Beastmaster matchup that they wanted. I think Monkey King had to TP in to get this, and he's doing all right versus the... yeah, you can see the boar and the bird. Sorry, there's the boar right now, but you can get those last hits easily. And Courier, finally by...
Oh, Yassi.
Yeah,
nice
Mirana.
one by Yassi.
Mirana was looking for it.
I really like the way that they steal that. Oh, wait, that might be the first one. Sand King, big problem, and die because of split third.
First blood.
Yep, so it's even for both teams. One team gets the Courier, but the other team gets the first blood.
Yeah.
An easy shot.
I really like the way that they steal that Mirana from teams. Team Mirana just gonna make 4-5-8 like die in hell in the middle lane for sure. He can't farm safely. He just have to wait for the arrow and come in all the time. But look at this one.
So
Still level 2.
So
won't be able.
One of the advantages of having a Venomancer is he does a lot of damage over time, like he didn't have the harass. But with the Ogre, he actually has one of the highest regens in the game from the start. Oh, but we look at Viper.
Yeah, man fight in middle, rocket barrage, and the flag cannon can easily kill 4-5-8. That should not happen if you want to win in TNC in the first game, because that was a solo kill. Not even a gang from Tims.
Tims is having fun in the jungle. He doesn't have to do anything right now. And he's got 10 CS.
Oh, wait, wow. Oh, maybe he's trying to suicide or something?
Yeah, he didn't realize he was going to die if he just stayed in the lane. Oh,
the guy just adding Beta scale. That means he got some kill potential on top, but Sand King, it seems like he doesn't have enough HP to survive. It's a trade, but that's not a good trade. You trade your core with a support.
Nope, definitely 496 looking at this thinking, man, we didn't need to lose the Sand King, but they had
Strike on the Beastmaster, maybe?
Early level boar, not doing so much, but yep. Bottom lane completely even right now, 20-4 to the 18-5.
Yeah.
I think they want to get the kill on the Beastmaster, but he's...
Look at the way he played. KP playing with such a confident. He's so tanky, and now teams coming in with Enigma. That's why scary. Jumping on and trying everywhere to kill that KP. Teams coming from behind. He didn't even care about KP. Just gonna buy some space for them.
But 4-5-8, he listened to your advice, and he said, "Yeah, I'll play crazy Dota, and I'll get the kills if I have to."
4-5-8, and now on top is. Oh God! Look at his name. The Sand King. I don't know why they are not. I mean,
using official name.
Yeah. Why aren't we just able to make them use the official name?
Well, either way, it looks like so far Mirana's done a good job sniping the Courier, landing the arrow mid. Didn't get a kill, but she was really good in this fight. She leaps in front of the Beastmaster, blocks him so that Nature Boy can get the kills, the attacks he needs to activate his Junko.
Oh no.
That's a lot of creeps, and Mirana, she wants to get the bounty to him, but...
meanwhile on top, mistake. Just a little bit. Gabi just killed a Raid on top. Sand King, Core, die one more time.
There's going to be two bounty runes for each team.
Yassi, Mirana being chased out by the Beastmaster. I don't think he'll make it. That was a nice clean solo kill using Boar to slow down the target and just hit him. Oh. Well, that was quite a good play by Team TNC. Meanwhile, in the middle, 4-5-8 versus Armel. What do you think about this matchup so far?
It's actually not bad. You can see that even though Armel got the kill on the Viper, Viper's actually ahead in CS. Because that early arrow gave him a few more CS.
Back to the bottom lane, then striking on the KP one more time. Try to bring that KP down, but it would be hard.
So tank. Look, first
now
item.
9 armor.
Yeah, first item chainmail. Because he knows that all the damage that they're going to do is physical damage. So you get the chainmail, you reduce it by a ton. Even though Monkey King, he does a lot of physical damage, but if you reduce it by half, it's not a big deal.
Is under attack.
And Tim's just jungling away. Actually lower net worth than the Mirana. But I'm sure he'll get there eventually.
I have been talking to friend about the way the team 496 playing, but look at this team fight first. This might be a
Nice, gets
3v2 fight. Decided to fight off in the way to my scale, jumping on him and coming down. Stop on them. Just gonna kill that Tim. But at the same time, TNC strike on mid and top. Teleport down to the bottom lane is smart in order to support his core hero.
They're winning bottom lane pretty well, but they're losing both the other lanes, especially the top one with the Sand King. Sand King net worth below Tim's, at third lowest net worth in this game. This is supposed to be your off-lane Sand King. You really need him to perform. But he's just not having a good game.
Spring. Okay, on top. Oh, diving in. With some explosion, trying to kill that Sand King. Easy. Dominating.
4 kills.
Gabby, oh god.
4 kills for Gab. I think the Sand King has died about 4 times now.
Dire's top tower
It's
is
5
under attack.
times in the first. That's really. I mean, off lane. Sometimes you have to sacrifice. You have to go. You know, you have to die just to get EXP. But he doesn't have anything.
Dire's top
Yeah.
tower has fallen.
And mid lane is doing well for Team TNC. Armel with the gyrocopter are actually dominating Viper.
Seems like a little while ago the Viper was actually. Oh yeah, then of course we didn't see it on stream, but there was a kill on the Viper by the gyro, which of course now you can see
Giving
gyro.
a space to Tims. Back to the bottom lane. They're trying to bring down that KP once again. Primal Spring, can he hit the target? Oh man, they spend too much time on this KP.
That's what KP does, right? Remember yesterday with the Omni Knight when he had 3 people come?
Yeah, and then it's actually his job to buy some time for his teammates. Now everyone having a great time with KP sacrificing himself. Such a good friend. I wish I have friend like this in real life.
What about me? I thought.
Yeah, maybe.
Dire's
Now hey, teleported down all of them. Team TNC. That was an easy kill on Yassi.
496 has to win the laning stage, or at least has to find a way to delay TNC. Once TNC gets the ball rolling with the Eidolons, with the Inner Beast, and with the Leshrac pushing, they will melt towers and just go for very fast tracks.
True. That was a really good point of view. I think at the 15-minute mark, when everyone got the certain items, they're just gonna group up as 5 and push together. If you take a look, that Enigma went for Vlad. That means they want to end this game before 25 minutes for sure.
But the thing is, one of the ways you can stop the push is if Sand King can make some space. But with him being so behind, he's not going to get that blink dagger anytime soon. Veil's coming out on the Viper to help give them some magic damage, but
yeah,
how are we going to catch people?
Catch them bodies.
And you can see actually maxing out the poison sting on the Venom. At least 2 points in it right now. Bit different. The panel was talking about how Plague Wards are, have been buffed, and they are a lot better, but teams thinking, nope, poison sting's still the thing we want to play with. And the first tower in the game, first tower from 496 might be coming very soon.
Yeah. Alright, that's gonna be an easy tower for team 496. At least got some good news for them. Just got a bottom tower.
And Bountyons are going to be coming up soon.
Monkey King, Primal Spring down for nothing. Middle lane.
Vlad's finished on the Enigma. I don't think we've seen the Vlad's Enigma before.
Hey, let's see. Can they kill this one? Side off with the burrow strike and then follow up with the sacred arrow. They can kill, it seems.
Yes, they need
that was good. That was good. Clean kill by the 496. Very nice strike back.
Yes, he gets the kill. You'd rather give it on to the Sand King, who is struggling, but a kill on Gabby right now does a lot to give you time.
Yes, and I believe that the network spring back. Oh, missed the Barret strike.
Bounty Ruins. It looks like it's going to be... yeah, it's going to be 3-4... No, sorry, that's 3-4-1 in favor of 496. First time we see TNC not getting the Bounty Rune advantage.
Yeah, true. They are the kind of team that really focus on a Bounty Rune. I have a friend who was so focused on Bounty Rune, even in 60 minutes.
Oh, they give you more and more gold arrow?
Yeah, and here comes the Wukong command for the first time in this game. They get the kill. TNC KP goes down. Let's see how TNC gonna react with the loss of the core hero jumping away by Yassi. A very nice survivability, and then
this is very dangerous.
Strike out. Yeah, this is quite dangerous for sure. Sand King too.
He
got caught out of the tree. Fall down and stunned for so long over there, but he's still with the effect of the Midnight Shadow. Moonlight Shadow, actually.
He's got to be careful.
Yeah.
Oh, unless TP justified him.
Split Earth, baby! Split Earth! Oh, Barret strike in order to stop them, but he won't be able to run away. King Spree has been broken by Gabby.
I'm surprised did he not have TP ready or something? But he might have been, yeah, he had TP available. I think he should have just TP on top of a tree.
Oh, jumping in, that wasn't a good jump. He jumped into the not looking good right here. Maleficent things. And that BB just killed the Observer Ward too.
Losing the Monkey King right now is kind of playing the space-making role, which is a little worrisome because when you look at 496 draft, they don't actually have very powerful late game.
Yes, true.
You know, the Gyrocopter and Enigma are fantastic for TNC for late game, but
I mean, who are you gonna buy time for when you are the one who is strongest in late game? You are not supposed to be the time buyer for your team. You're supposed to farm, like produce a lot of items and carry out in late game.
exactly, and
You can't just hop around.
yeah, you can see he's not farming. He's not
Oh,
trying to get the
here
kill.
we go. Spiral Spring coming down and start strike on the Gyrocopter. The monkey versus Gyrocopter.
Yeah.
Helicopter.
Oh, he's gonna have to TP away, but Monkey King is gonna be fine. And again, that's time wasted. Although during that time, Gabby was farming, but we weren't seeing a Monkey getting any gold.
One thing you need to be good if you want to win a TNC in a best of 3 series is time management.
Yeah.
If you can't manage your time well, then no matter how many guys you kill, that TNC gonna have more net worth than you. And once they got some certain items, you're gonna lose the game without knowing. Now look at that. He's trying to say, oh, Burrow Strike on 3.
He actually burst strike
But
towards
I don't
the
think
sentry.
he will be able to escape.
That was a little unlucky.
Killing spree once again for that Gappy after his dominating has been broken a while ago.
He actually did the burst strike towards the sentry ruin when he could have just burst strike sort of into the jungle, but you're up against Enigma, he can cut the trees at any time. That's actually one of the better things we see about the Enigma against the Monkey King is he can just cut trees at any time.
Ooh!
Echo Saber soon for the Monkey King. I guess that's what he's gonna be farming for the Echo Saber, and after that he's gonna try and make some space. And KP having an uncharacteristically weak game this.
Okay, the first time using the Primal Raw in the middle lane, trying to set up, but that's no follow-up skills. Fire Blast already comes out from that March, half HP for Mirana, but nothing actually happened. It was a miscommunication, it seems.
They weren't quite ready to go for it. But yeah, you can look at KP's net worth, not even 4K, and
once again, they are camping and trying to kill the Sand King, and they got it. Just use the Black Hole. Doesn't matter how long the cooldown is, as long as you can kill someone.
Sand King, I mean, he just died there, so he shouldn't. I mean, he is aware there's a sentry there, but he goes in again. It's a bit very ambitious attempt. Let's call it that. Gyrocopter going for that first item BKB. If you look at 496 draft, the panel talked about this. Nothing goes through BKB.
True.
Not a single spell. Nothing, and they don't really have that much physical damage apart from the. Actually, they do have the Venomancer's. Sorry, Viper's ulti that does slow, but doesn't actually do damage. It's a hard game if you're 496. You're up against the clock in two ways. You have weaker late game, and if you lose a fight, the enemy teams can take a ton of buildings.
Even if the graph looks pretty close between two teams right now, but from mid to late game, yeah, it's gonna be. Oh, now he just fall out of the tree, and that's gonna be an easy kill on 498. Here we go. Next one gonna be Mirana. 2 kill for Team TNC. They started to rolling over on Team 496.
One of the advantages that you have as a Monkey King is that when you jump on a tree, you can't be seen. You're basically invisible, but you have flying vision with the Hawk, and you have Tim's cutting down trees. And you also have the Beastmaster who can also cut trees with his...
with the Wild Axis.
And Leshurak with his Split Earth. We have a tree lumberjack team.
No way, man. These guys are the reason why the world is getting hotter. They kill all the trees.
So TNC is causing global warming.
Yeah, they should live in KL because KL got a lot of trees. At least more than Bangkok.
So yeah, 15 and 6 in favor of TNC, looking very strong. The draft favors them, and the way the game is going is favoring them as well. 496, they should be like 3 or 4K gold ahead if they want to keep this game competitive.
They should bring in like Timbersaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you cut all the trees in a map, and so nobody can stay in the fog anymore.
But Monkey King here released those trees, worth it. You can actually everyone's score right now. 0-8 on the Sand King. Not really so well. Gabby 7-1 on his Leshrac. Tim's 3-1. He used that black hole beautifully. He was like, all right, just black hole and kill the guy. Why am I saving my spell?
Yeah, why? Use as many times as you can in that game.
It's looking tough for 496.
Have you ever had a great Enigma game?
A great Enigma game?
Yeah, you play Enigma and you go, wow, this is the best game of my life. Have you ever had that feeling?
When you get that 5-man black hole?
Yeah, have you ever?
No.
Wow, man.
I have a 5-man Chrono once, but it was 4 of my friends. Yeah, 4 of my allies and an enemy.
Wow.
So
now look at that. They are on a small. He's just gonna strike on the middle lane, maybe a barrel strike. But who he gonna aim?
They know he's
not
there.
Oh, barrel strike. Everything on KP, but that's not a good target to aim. But as long as they can kill, then.
Can we look at what's Viper got actually? They have do they have 2 Veils? One on the Viper and one on the Sand King? I think they have 2 Veils actually. Yeah, that's interesting because the Veil, I don't believe its effect actually stacks. So having 2 Veils doesn't give you, it's like 2 mechs.
Maybe a bigger area?
I suppose if you miss with one.
Yeah.
But I think that might be a bit of a miscommunication. I'm not sure if they really want to go for 2 Veils, but Mech is finished on the Enigma. That's a lot of sustain. He has Vlad, he has Mech. And that means that physical damage.
Oh, wow. Vlad and Mech, now they are ready to end the game. Just pack up as a group and just taunt them for team fight. Come on, man. Fight 5v5. But do you know that Team 496 are so good when it comes to 5v5 fight? If you take a look at that game yesterday when they play against the aggressive Slayer from Laos, you see that 496 is always running as 5. They are playing such an old school Dota 1 roaming style. 5-man go together all the time.
They might be going for Roshan, though this could be an incredible fight. 496, this 5, they can take it.
Oh, they started out. Yeah.
They have time. They have time.
With the Moonlight Shadow. Shooting arrow, they knows about it. It's half HP for the Roshan. Now finally they goes in. Before he used the Wukong command, he was hit by the Primal Roar and he's just gonna get wrecked. Before he using any single spell, the rest of team, the 496 trying to go in as Monkey King bought back. Force them away from the Roshan pit and might be them instead who get the Yassi falls down. Oh, Yassi actually killed the Roshan who's gonna pick it up. Brought back into the game right away for that Yassi. Stays in the middle. Who's gonna get it? It's a Flare Cannon.
They're just making space, make sure no one gets near the Roshan. They get the kill on KP. They force the buyback on March. And Monkey needs to be careful.
Oh, the Roshan is still on though. Here come March trying to force them away with the Fire Blast and also throwing some Ignites. But trying so hard to get that Roshan. Only few damage away and they got it. And it's 496 stealing Roshan from Team TNC.
This is something that they really need. Firstly, they got 2 kills on March, make them use a dieback. They killed KP as well. They were forced to use 2 buybacks on their side though, which was the Mirana and the Monkey. Very worth it.
Yeah.
The experience graph going much more in favor of 496. The one thing we didn't see though, we didn't see the Enigma Black Hole. He actually ran out of mana and had to eat a Clarity Potion.
Oh yeah.
During the whole time. You can see he's drinking the Clarity, so he didn't have enough mana in that fight just to throw a good Black Hole, which really helped for him.
Yeah, one thing I like about that fight is it showed the confidence of Team 496 against Team TNC. You know, if it is another team, they would just give up on and let TNC just get it and maybe trying to defend at the tower or the high ground. But 496 kind of confidence is their 5v5 skill and just go straight in. I love it so much.
The Wukong's command was fantastic. Best position he could be right inside the Roche pit. And you can see Enigma, when he wants to go in close, he gets hit by the monkeys like, you know, go away, don't come here. And he just can't do anything.
Okay.
So gold lead is still in favor of TNC. It's still a very hard game for 496, but this Aegis gives them, you know, signs of life.
It's true. And they're just gonna push the bottom. If they can get this bottom, they can shut down the area of Team TNC.
I imagine someone on TNC's side is going to make a pipe and someone is going to go for a Crimson. Crimson is actually very good this game, since it really helps against the Wukong command. Gyrocopter, he's got the BKB, he's going to go for the Aghanims next. Monkey King just trying to give them some vision right for now. So TNC, if they are ever worried, this is what they can do. They can stick and take towers. They have an amazing line for taking towers. Eidolons, Beastmaster, and of course Leshrac. Oh,
No. Okay. Now they just got a tower. It's actually a tower trade. TNC got the top tier 2 tower as well. They should use this opportunity to deward all the defensive ward inside of TNC area.
496 will probably take the bounty ruins bottom because they're just sort of lying there doing nothing.
Strike on.
The prize is mine.
Viper, he does have some gold on him, but Viper's gold on Viper doesn't seem as scary as gold on Lesh or the gyrocopter, and he is a little bit far behind. You can see now the TNC, yeah, their gold lead is not amazing, but they have it on the cores that matter, which are Gabby and Armel. KP right now, this game is mostly just a roar and some vision with the Hawk to find the Monkey King.
It's time to push mid, maybe on fallback. Oh, Moonlight Shadow.
They know.
Man, this might be the big team fight, and that's not looking good for Team TNC because Team 496 still holding an Aegis.
KP, they know he's there. They have vision of him.
Oh, okay, they found KP, but that ward, is it gonna block himself? Oh, nice long range arrow by Yasi in order to cancel TP and got rid of KP.
Decent kill, but KP, like we talked about, he does this a lot. He gets the attention of the enemy team. If they can transfer this into a tower push, that's great. But if they just get a kill and leave it, they need a bit more.
One of the base beta in the game at the moment, you think?
Well,
Master of beta.
I think that's something else. But anyway, Monkey King, he's doing so well this game.
Yeah.
The only problem is that
even though it was a rough start for him, but managed to come back and get some items. Next one should be a Black King bar, you think? Get a BKB.
Black King bar this game does not block the Black Hole, does not block the Beastmaster's Roar. So it's a good. He actually has the Maelstrom on the way, but it's a good item. But the problem is that you're gonna get BKB this game for sure. The thing is, BKB doesn't block the important
Maybe the item
spells.
order is not after this. Let's get some damage first, and then you can just go BKB later when you really need it.
You also,
late game.
You also need Linkins and Lotus Orbs to help deal with the Beastmaster. Like I said, KP only needs to do one thing: land good roars, cut down trees.
Volley strike, can they shoot it? Long range arrow, nice dodge by that Armel. See how fast he can clear all the creep wave. I like that. The way that he went for the Maelstrom. Tim's on top trying to push quietly.
I wonder if Tim's is he ditching the Greaves and going straight for the Blink Dagger. Panel talked about it is a little hard to land a good Blink with Enigma this game because there's all this AoE damage from the Sand King and of course mostly from the Venomancer with all his Plague Wards. If he spots you, you're not blinking in. So it's a tough game if you are Tim's.
Ooh, TNC being tested right from the first game of the Grand Finals.
We saw it yesterday. Cyanide made TNC bleed a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
So I think...
Oh, actually bleed a lot. They lost 2 racks, mate. What are you talking about?
All right, fine. They broke their nose.
Yeah.
All right. But so other teams can look at it and say, like, look, it can be done. You know, it's not impossible. Monkey King also has DD Ruin. He's going to save that for a good fight. Makes me think that they...
I think the way to win TNC is to make them internal blading. Internal blading as in make them fight each other in a dressing room. Like, hey, why you do that? You know, like... But it would be hard because they have a strong team spirit after Mars joined the team. And look at that. Oh, hey. That is... That is interesting, really.
That's fine. They're getting a decent amount of kills and they're doing well, but firstly, they're always on their side of the map. They're not getting a single objective. 1, 2, the Aegis is going to expire and they have made 0 use out of the Aegis to sort of take a big team fight that they need. Tim's loves this time. He has the GPM talent, 150 GPM talent. He reached it very early in the game.
Yeah, that one big black hole can easily just change everything in the game, and they are ready for that.
DD Ruins used.
You just have to spam the Plague Ward on high ground.
496.
Yeah.
I mean, it was great taking the Aegis, but they didn't really utilize it that well. They didn't really. They're not fighting on the enemy side. They're always on their side.
You can't fight him actually. That was a good play of Team TNC, trying to avoid the fight as much as they can. They lost a couple of kills, but at 4 TNC, 3 series.
Ooh, 496. Actually, 496 played against TNC in the group stage, and it was a 1-0, of course, in advantage of TNC. But I heard it was I haven't seen the game, but I heard it was actually pretty close. So 496, there's a lot of grudges they carry into this match. They're like, every time we try to do something.
You remember Stars Boba?
Stars Boba?
Yeah, Stars Boba is a very strong Dota 1 team of Vietnam. They are the legend of Vietnamese Dota scene. I remember back then, they are well known about their art strategy.
Well,
Yeah,
496 definitely making Vietnam proud so far.
true.
Playing
Dire's
really,
top
really
tower
good
is
Dota.
under attack.
Son of Stars Boba. Yeah.
Sand King, he's got the Blink Dagger, and there's no BKB on Enigma. Until Enigma has BKB, every fight has a good chance of being won. Once Enigma has BKB, the game becomes a lot more difficult because the moment Enigma BKBs, nothing goes through it.
Yeah.
Of course, I mean, nothing can stop him from black holing. Actually, is March going?
Like nothing gonna change my love from you?
Is March going for Midas? Yeah, he has it queued up. I don't think he's serious, but he's looking at the game. He's like, we could just outfarm them. Late game is our advantage. So if they want to play slow, we can play slow. GPM talent. There's only one GPM talent on the Venomancer, but it doesn't matter. There's 2 on TNC, and they're gonna go for the Midas on Ogre, and they have the better lineup.
Yeah.
We're beating a dead horse at this point.
It has been around 10 minutes and no big team fight happens. They're just maybe trying to get their third core items. And right now TNC killing a lot of bots and trying to make sure they're going to be safe vision-wise.
Feels like this is what TNC did against Cyanide. When they lost a couple of racks, they started to take...
Oh, somebody on Team TNC might get caught before. Nice strike on 2, and here comes the arrow. Wukong Command coming out instantly, killing them real quick on 2.
This is good. This is fantastic. They could be able to get 2 towers for 496. There is a buyback on TNC. I don't think you want to use it to defend a tier 1, tier 2, and just the way to break the smoke. Super unfortunate for Armel.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Nothing much. It's just a wrong way to route in for Team TNC. The split 3-2.
I guess the question now for TNC is, do we fight with 3 people, go for that big black hole, because they have enough damage with the Leshrac Gap, they have enough damage to kill them all, or do we just give them 2 towers?
Isn't that too much pressure on teams?
It is a lot of pressure, but it depends on, do you trust your teammates to like land that big black hole?
Just a big black hole.
Yes.
What? Oh,
nice
okay, that's what I'm talking about. Primal Roar comes on, and they choose to fight nearby the fountain. He's still active, and now 1 down already. The core heroes of Team 496 down. Next one gonna be it too. And then suddenly a mistake coming out from 496.
When the roar lands, if no one saves the Monkey King, they have no actual saves. You know, they have like a Shout Demon or a OD. They have nothing. If someone gets stunned, that's it. They're stunned.
Some defensive supports.
Yeah, nothing's there.
Nothing at all.
Neither is TNC, but oh, this time you can't buy back Monkey King.
This is gonna be a free Aegis, isn't it?
Basically, yeah. There's no, you can't buy back on either your 2 other cores. Viper can't do anything by himself. This is what TNC wanted to do 10 minutes ago.
Can do. And now they got Aegis on the cheese. This is even better than the last time Aegis, and they are now ready to push mid to the tier 3.
What talent did they take at Viper level 20 that panel talked about? Yep, they took the Fiber Strike DPS. That panel talked about how you can push with the poison effects buildings, but that would have made you a bit weaker in team fight, so I was sure the Viper was going to take that talent. But Sand King, he's going to go for the Crimson Guard. It'll help against the Gyrocopter's Flat Cannon, but overall, and of course it helps keep your buildings alive as well.
Yeah.
But TNC will be looking to racks within the next 2 or 3 minutes. Probably.
Time to push for Team TNC. They split it out. Having the Gabby push on top. Armel in the middle, dropping a call down to kill the creep wave.
Smoke comes out.
It seems like really relaxed and not into a rush situation at all for Team TNC.
They don't have to be in a rush, like we talked about.
They have the better late game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, and now they're gonna catch another core with Primal Roar.
And he's dead.
That was an easy kill, and
it's 50 seconds. This is I thought that they might smoke, and Marsh actually gets the Midas. 30 minutes in, he decides to go Midas.
yeah, getting ready for the long game.
But they, it's insane. And they get all the bounty ruins as well. No, actually one of them goes to 496.
And another, oh man, 496 keep dying back and forth all over the map. I'm not sure what happened, but why are they splitting out? I know that some supports have to go and do some ward stop, but I mean, they should not die de-ward or warding.
The thing is, I think 496, they're looking at it, and both teams are realizing that the time with the first Aegis was the time for 496 to try to win the game. Oh,
and now turn the Black King Barn standing toe-to-toe fighting with the Monkey King. No, he actually running away. Has a race rune.
He's forced to use a BKB, but then on the other hand, Monkey King was forced to use the Wukong, which is one of their best defensive abilities. Okay, they're going to try and go for it.
Yeah, they're trying to go for the bottom lane turn on the Black King Bar for the Gyrocopter, taking a lot of damage, but his supports are behind, so he's going to be fine. They just have to push and take down this bottom tier 1 tower. No, they're playing really, really chill for Team TNC.
They are not on the clock. Even if they get nothing out of this Aegis except more time to farm, they're perfectly fine with it. March has a Midas after all.
Yeah.
And that tells you a lot about the game when you get a 30-minute Midas and you think, yeah, I'm chilling for the rest of the game. I'm fine. Beastmaster is just going to try to max that Necronomicon. And actually, everyone in this game getting decent farm. March will start catching up with that Midas on the Ogre. Okay, they might go for this kill.
They'll be coming out from a tree line.
Yep.
With a burst strike. With a view of Discord and teleported down by the Viper. Kill on the support.
By the way,
it has been around like 10 minutes that we only see micro kills.
Yes, very like small engagements, 1 kill on the support here. Maybe you kill like this Beastmaster standing. No big 5-on-5 team. Have we actually seen a single black hole this entire game?
Not yet.
Oh no, we saw one on the bottom lane where they killed the Sand King. But we haven't seen anything other than that. One black hole in a 32-minute game. Cyclops, you want more black holes?
Yeah. I need it.
Monkey King almost level 20. Could get that 400 damage count for the leap.
Level 19 for the Monkey King.
Oh, yeah.
And Moonlight Shadow just to get back and maybe
they
farm a bit more.
Kind of weird they use the Moonlight and just reveal it instantly. Very odd use of the Moonlight sometimes. Where they Moonlight. Oh yeah, here's a smoke.
Now, if the fight breaks out, you don't have the Moonlight.
Exactly. But they do have a gym on Tim's, so the Moonlight is not really a factor anymore. Oh, the smoke's broken. Sand King walks in and just blinks out immediately, just sees them when he's on the high ground. TNC breaking smokes while they're in the low ground has been costing them this game.
Alright, go straight to the bottom tier 1. Maybe get this one, get the bottom tier 2 too. Still has an Aegis on, INTERCEPTOR. Black King Bar is ready.
I think Aegis is going to time out like a few seconds now. They got like 28 minutes.
No, not yet.
Yeah, they got like 28 minutes.
Not yet.
28 minutes. They got 28 minutes. Can we click on the gyrocopter?
Not yet. It's still on.
It's not, but it's gonna.
You said few seconds.
I thought it'll expire very soon.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if they can use this.
There, it expired.
Okay, it's longer than you thought.
No, exactly.
Okay, here, turn on the Wukong command, waiting for the rains, and goes into the barrel strike. That was nice. Team's the first one to go down without using the black hole. Fighting BKB toe-to-toe. Gyrocopter, can they stand? Gyrocopter down with the gem drop too. This is the first big fight, and the victory for Team 496.
It was a victory, but it was not an easy victory. They did lose.
Yeah, they lost 2 cores.
Yeah, right? They lost both their cores. They didn't have. They stood in the midnight pulse the entire fight. You can see he's standing in the midnight pulse. He can't move. And TNC wishing they can eject from that fight, but great stun by the Sand King.
The graph swing back to 496 just a little bit. Only 1k ahead for Team TNC. This is quite surprise. Okay, INTERCEPTOR, then follow up with a splitter. Maledict, every single damage is gonna kill. No, maybe. Here comes an arrow. Nice dodge.
Oh, this
by Gabby. 2v1 already.
Oh, he's going for it.
Chasing on him. Gabby turned the Black King Bar. Ooh, AP Center. 0 damage. AP Center. Gabby still want to come back and kill him. Now here comes the Ogre Magi. Plays the sentry first. Getting ready for all the invisible.
Tim's coming back soon, though. And yeah,
Moonlight Shadow. This is going to be another big fight. Let's go for round 2. They might start it out with an Ignite.
Dire's middle
Kill
tower
all
is
the
under
sentry.
attack.
Bloodlust. KP wild access.
3 bounty runners going for 496. That does help a lot as well. But Leshrac with the heart means very difficult. On the other hand, you have Crimson Guard coming for the tank along with the pipe, so he's difficult to bring down. Just tankiness on both sides. I still worry for 496, even though the graphs are as even as they've ever been.
Scepter. Straight hurt.
Second try, can you get him this time?
Would be. Oh, wait.
Oh, Wukong.
Oh no. Wukong
No.
command burrow strike again.
Not enough damage, I
Forcing him
think.
to do a BKB. I think they should be happy about that. Just make
They might-
Gyrocopter do a BKB and then that. Oh, can they actually kill it? Yes. Oh, wait.
The heal.
What a save. The heal's coming up from the support, but he will die
Black
eventually. Raidmax scale. Oh, black hole on 2. Can they hold down the core? Dropping quite low. The core about to go down there. 458 finally down, but the rest of the damage dealer are still there. We have a Viper.
They only lost the Monkey King and the ATOS, a bit too slow.
Oh no! Die on the high ground. KP down. 496 seems to win this fight. They got 3.
Very convincing victory, even with the black hole use, and they know there's no black hole for more than 2 minutes, so they can actually try to take the fight. And you can see black hole is great, just they don't have the damage coming out from the gyrocopter.
I didn't even know that they're just gonna go all the way with the gyrocopter
But
like that.
yeah, the ATOS so close. Well played by both teams in that one, but 496 coming out ahead. But again, they need to put more pressure on TNC. Like, you just killed 3. Oh, this is good.
Okay, maybe
Nice
catch up
arrow.
a little bit more. Teams in big trouble. Teams will go down. 78 seconds.
The first thing that Gabby does after the fight, when he comes back, he pushes the lane, makes sure they cannot get objectives. And this is the problem with 496. The entire game, they are not able to just get objectives. They can't get kills. They can win a fight. Like, this is very impressive fighting ability from, like you said, but they can't get structures.
Yeah. Right, if you look at their heroes, they are not the heroes that can kill towers. Can just hit bodies.
But not buildings.
Yeah.
Well,
Moonlight Shadow. The only way to kill the tower is they have to win convincingly, like kill 5, team wipe and all that.
they actually have a Hex on the Viper. This is one farmed Viper. By the way, TNC, this game, they respect 496. You can see they're keeping buybacks on almost all their heroes. The only person that doesn't have buybacks, KP, and I imagine he's going to be saving it for his... Oh, actually, Gyrocopter, though, thinking the Satanic is more important. And he's like, well, I'll just... If a fight happens, he turns on the Satanic, turns on the flat cannon, he will be able to heal full. Roshan's up. Do we have... Is it an Aegis? Sorry, an Aghanims, or is it a Rosh... Is it the... Okay, it's an Aghanims. Roshan.
Yeah.
Not ultra.
So the Monkey King are actually HTC, and the Viper is 458. Yeah.
No.
We have been because of the it's not an official name. We have been calling it wrong sometimes.
There's no particularly, I'd say, amazing Aghanims holder in this game. I guess Ogre gets a new spell, which is nice. Enigma has a percentage damage added. Gyrocopter already has Aghanims, so not amazing Aghanims holders in this game, I'd say. So the refresher shot, you could have had a refresher with the Wukong or a refresher with double black hole. That might have been a bit more valuable, but still, you do want to have the Aghanims if you can. Reduced cooldown on Viper Strike. Same thing with Mirana also gets a free Starstorm. So both teams posturing around Roche.
Hey, let's take a look at this one. Wukong commands already comes down. It's just gonna get rid one of the players of TNC first.
Has buyback though.
Initiator. Yes, he has a buyback. But it's at the end of the day, it's still a good fight. Jumping out, Primal Spring just gonna hit. Maybe Gabby. Gabby stays on the high ground. He was stopped by the Barret Strike. Now here comes Tojido fight. Very nice Barret Strike on 2. Gabby about to go down. It's Gabby down. Oh, Black Hole finally saves Gabby. Everyone is on the BKB, but Black Hole kills them all. And brought back right away. Primal Roar coming in. Just trying aiming for that Raidmax. Here comes with the Nader Strike. Raidmax releases Poison Nova. All dropping quite low. Definitely that KP is going down because all the poison Vietnamese is winning. And now the next one is going to be a track. He tried to fall back to the base, but he was hacked by the Viper.
Holy
Jumping
crap.
on him, and the track will go down at the end of the mid-tier 2 tower. They all fall down with no buyback. Next one gonna be Orgamajai. Just pushing in. Definitely gonna be Barrage. And here comes another black hole in order to close them all down. But no, that black hole. Oh my goodness. Black hole down. And it's a team wipe, that's what I'm talking about. This is the only way to take all the buildings out Team TNC. They will definitely get 2 racks at least.
They can actually end the game. Remember yesterday, Cyanide, they went for 2 racks? We said, what if they go for the throne?
Yeah.
They might actually be able to just go for the throne straight away. We can actually, it's a little bit small, but this fight, beautiful work by the Sand King.
Go to the throne, come on man. Get the mid-tier 3 tower and straight to the throne, really.
Refresher shot actually finished on the Enigma. He has a refresher shot.
That's what I'm talking about. 496 is about to end the game. Let's see how TNC is going to defend this one. They're running out of the black hole and all the strong spells. They still have a primal roar, but the guy who can use it is still in the graveyard waiting for 40 seconds.
They are going to go for it, and you can see they're still going to get the mid racks anyway and catch us if you can. They know that, the Enigma, he does actually have black hole. He used it.
Oh my goodness.
Are they gonna? Can they do this?
Now, if they win the first game of the series, we're gonna see a real TNC in the second game for sure. They're gonna pick up their best hero lineup, their best performance. 496 is winning the first game.
Call.
It's a GG call. 1-0, 496.
Dire's top tower is
An upset in like you can't even call. It's hard to put this in words. Just one upset this is, but 496. They came to play.
Great, man, really. I just don't like the positioning and the place that they picked to fight in the last team fight. That they are, remember the team TNC stays on the high ground, but it was a really narrow. It was so good for the Burrow Strike to come in and all the strong spells like all the strong spells of the Viper and the rest. That was just.
What do you give this game? What's the score?
Huh?
What score do you give this game?
Okay.
We give it a 10 out of 10. But that was a great game.
That was a great one.
It's a big shocker coming out. 496 taking the first victory for against TNC in the main stage. TNC looked unbeatable. Yesterday, Cyanide showed that they have cracks and weaknesses, and 496 exploiting them
this
today.
This is actually the first game that they lose in this whole tournament.
They might have lost one in the group stage against.
No,
I mean like in the regional finals.
I mean when they are here.
Yeah, WESG.
This is the first game that they lost. Oh my god.
What do you think they can lose the whole series though? Oh.
At this point, I don't know.
Now it's like we don't even want to bet against 496 because it's actually possible.
All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Right now, we're just gonna go see what analysts gonna say about that. Hop it out.
Thank you, Cyclops. We're back here on the panel, and your host, myself, D Swordfish, joining me, Seek and Strike, Sugar Bear, guys. We were all excited. It's always nice seeing an underdog win like that, and honestly, what a performance. If you're gonna win as the non-favorite, you better play your heart out, and that's exactly what they did there. I'm out of words. Seek, please, find my voice.
Boundless Strike, good spell.
Yes, it
good
is.
Spell. Really, I think a huge turning point there, as you pointed out. They had vision of each other. They were both playing around each other's vision. They had a ward on the high ground there on the ward spot. I'm sure this is going to be in the replays, of course. We'll see it. They had the Tinker ward as TNC were pushing after the Roche, and Monkey was in the trees jumping around, and somehow Tims gets the blink in, does not get the BKB, does not get the Midnight Pulse. He gets off the stun.
Yeah,
huge plays. That happened like 3 times. There's like at the very end when TNC were, kind of chain feeding, just buying back, and they just could not take down these tanky heroes. Happened again. 2 beautiful Boundless Strikes and the Burrow Strikes, and 496, they take it.
I want to mention some of the things that really stand out for me out of these items. First of all, just a quick note. Sanking by Desolator at the end just to make sure to finish the towers faster. Hey, kudos to him. That's actually a play that we see more and more often nowadays. The Viper build, Scythe of Vice. Sugar was actually mentioning that MV was playing with the more carry build, and he does love building Scythe of Vice as a 4th item. He picked it up there. And the Maron Ags. We're actually talking about the lack of lane clear that these guys had, and Maron Ags is a great way to change that around.
Yeah, post 5 Veno did the job. I like how 496.
I love them.
Yeah, they didn't lose the lanes so hard. The score was like 15-7 or 15-8. They were trailing behind, but the net worth wife, it was even. So 496, they actually held on to the lanes, and then they didn't push out the tower. I mean, they didn't lose too many towers at the start when TNC grouped up, and then that first Roche fight, that was so huge for them. If the monkey bought back, he died back, and they didn't take that Roche, I think 496 just flat out lose the game. But the fact that they won that Roche fight, that was the turning point, and then that kept them in the game.
Yeah, I think all the buybacks on 496 were just pretty much as perfect as you could imagine.
They don't doubt, right? They just click that button.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Not only that, but then they actually got value out of them,
Yep.
right? Because you can buy back and maybe try. The fact that TNC was willing to continue to the fight, the fact that TNC was willing to buy back and then die back as well on top of that. Just great execution from 496, to be quite honest.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
MVP for me was definitely the Sand King. Sand King and Monkey King,
Alright.
the two kings.
I know he's the Monkey King MVP for sure, right? That Boundless Strike, Swayed Seek.
Yeah.
I think so. I definitely have to go with the Monkey Gun. Boundless Strike was just so good. Like, he was just able to, the reaction time on that was insane. Just to be able to get that off right when he was jumping from tree to tree.
Yeah.
We're gonna see who the MVP is picked by production soon. But my pick for the MVP, because I'm gonna go against you guys and I'm gonna go for the Veno. I think I love that Veno.
The post-5 Veno, yeah.
I think that Veno was fantastic.
He's actually so farmed for a post-5 if you compare it with March Network.
He went for the 90 gold talent, right, which helped him. But the Venomous, he went for the Venomous scale. So a lot of Venomous nowadays going for the Poison Sting talent because it's such a powerful skill. But he went for the Venomous scale, creates 2 wards, and you could see like that he would get 4-man Venomous scales, and all of a sudden wards everywhere.
Yeah.
I think TNC, they didn't play as well as a team together because we can see they have the Aegis. Then they were barreling down from mid to bottom.
There's the MVP,
And
by
then,
the way.
Yeah. Then Gabby just cuts through from the mid. He gets caught out by the Monkey King. He's forced to use a BKB. Thankfully, he had a haste to run away. So BKB has been used by Gabby.
Yep.
And then Armel, he was just hitting the tier 1 tower. I think he thought 496 wasn't going to defend that tower because they had the Aegis. But TNC, I think 496, they knew TNC wasn't grouped up yet. So they jumped on the gyro, and Armel's forced to pop his BKB as well. And they ended up successfully defending that tier 1 tower. They are forced to go back. 2 BKBs used just for what? A Wukong's command. You'll take that any day for 496.
You guys are highlighting some great plays, and now we're going to see the highlights here on the screen. Some of the better plays. First, starting out with this early. Well, that's just a kill.
Yeah.
That's just showing the early aggression, though. It's worth
Yes.
noting they had a lot of heroes bot lane, a lot of time putting so much pressure here on KP this entire game. This is going to be...
This was the good cancel from Gabby, the stun cancelling, finding the Monkey King in the trees.
Yes.
But he could have TP'd away, but they still managed to find him in the end.
I mean, the one highlight I'm looking for is that one of the last team fights, honestly. That, to me, was really what stood out in the game.
Oh, this was the Roach fight. This is the Monkey buyback. This was huge for 496.
You can say there's no hesitation. Instantly
If they lost this fight, I think the game's just over. They take the Roche, and then TNC will just snowball out of them. But the fact that they won this fight and they took the Roche for the Monkey King.
That Boundless Strike, you see that?
Yeah.
They force out the Gyrocopter. He comes back eventually, but they only set up for more. It's like a zoning Wukong. So remember, we always joke with zoning Chrono, zoning whatever.
No, the Wukong is legit used for zoning.
Yeah.
Because TNC was like...
Here he is. With the gyro, or with the ogre, he'll look, there,
Look at that Veno. Did you see how much he did? That's why he's my MVP.
TNC, this was a very good...
Yeah, really huge pick.
It was a huge pick on the gyro.
Immediately after, they get a big black hole, and then there's just no damage to follow up.
This was the fight we were talking about, the Boundless Strike, when teams blinked in, because they had a vision. They had the Tinker Ward, so they knew the monkey was there.
Yeah, you can see at the top right.
Yeah. This was the black hole.
I'd say Tims did get some really impressive black holes this game.
The problem was he had some very good black holes, but there was not enough damage because Armel was dead. In this fight, Armel died first, and then he got a nice black hole, but there's not enough damage. Armel is your main damage dealer. Gabby doesn't deal enough damage already. They had the pipe to negate the Pulse Nova. They had the Double Edict. They'll just tank it together as well. He's not level 25, so he doesn't deal as much damage.
Yeah.
And this was the winning fight for 496. All the buybacks coming out here. The refresher shot, 4-man or 5-man black hole, but it's 1 versus 5 at that point. It didn't matter yet already.
That arrow, I actually didn't notice it in the fight, but they just arrow the Gyrocopter trying to get away. That's a little extra point of beautifulness there.
Yeah, this was Gabby's dieback as well. This is March's dieback. So 4 of them died back. And then there's the huge black hole, but there's no follow-up. If Armel was alive, that would have been a much different story, but I think they probably know, okay, the gyro's dead. Just let them black hole us free. They can't kill us, regardless.
That's what you were saying, right? Seek the fact that sometimes you try to kill the Veno, but it doesn't matter because he gets his Poison Nova off. And then their Toxin's also there, and what do?
Yeah.
In fact, sorry, just touching on that point, I do want to talk about one of the things that I think 496 really did amazingly there is, we're talking this in the game, the double veil. They really capitalize on that magic damage. They obviously double veil is the stack, but that is constantly constant up temp for veil.
Yeah.
What do you think of that? Do you think that was one of the factors, the capitalizing on the magic damage?
Honestly, I probably think that was a bit of a
miscommunication. Yeah.
You think so?
Really, yeah. I think it worked out for them, though, for the reason you said. Sure, you have more uptime in it. Maybe if you want to jump in on the gyro, you solo veil him, the rest of the team comes in to support him, you veil everyone else, all of a sudden, way more magic damage, right? And then your favorite hero, it just jumps in.
Veno.
Yes.
He's godlike
Yes.
Veno. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a miscomm as well. I don't think you really want double veil, but the stats are good.
Yeah.
But it's not as bad as double flats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, exactly. That's why, because since it's a skill that does go on cooldown, there is the
Yeah, it's like 100% uptime. There's a veil.
Exactly.
Yeah, minus 25% on your team.
I want to talk about the Monkey King's item build there, because we were discussing it in game. We were like, all right, he's got Aegis. He finished off the Echo Saver. Now he's going to go BKB. And he goes, oh, no, actually, it's going to be Maelstrom. He's got BKB, right?
Yeah.
Or he's got the Aegis, so he can afford to be a little bit
Yeah.
aggressive here. And then I was like, oh, what's next? And you're like, BKB for sure. And then he's like, nope, Scotty.
Yep, he tanked up because he needed a tank up. So after the Echo Saber, he queued up the BKB. But then thankfully he got the Aegis. They won that Roche fight. He got the Aegis. Then like, nah, I have the Aegis. So he bought the Maelstrom, wants to farm faster, keep his farm going because he was really lacking behind in the farm compared to the Gyro and the Leshrac. Then after the Maelstrom, we were like, okay, definitely BKB right now. But then no, queues up Skadi. And that Skadi actually hurt Armel and Leshrac a lot because the slow goes through the BKB.
Speaking of Lush, tanky quite as well. Ended up building a heart.
Yeah, BKB into heart. I didn't actually expect that.
And he was still getting chunked down so quickly.
He was still getting destroyed.
There was nothing, like just the stats from the Scotty was like, what do you do?
Yeah, he needed more armor.
He did.
Yeah, he needed like Shivas or something to survive the Monkey King's onslaught.
Because the idea there, that's I think why this guy was such a good idea, is you kill a monkey quickly. If he goes for BKB, you still have 2 BKB piercing disables, which are very strong. But if he's Scotty's, that's not possible anymore. He doesn't have the best strength game for an agility carry, but it's enough with a Scotty to just tank up all the damage. And this goes back to what you were saying, Sugar Bear. The damage is not coming up from the Leshrac. It's sustained damage, but Monkey King and Viper both provide healing. Even the Veno, we saw the Veno actually went for a bit of healing too.
Yeah, they have like ways to deal like with that overall damage over time. Their main damage dealer was Armel, but teams have very good Black Hole. He BKB, blink in, Midnight Pulse, Black Hole like 2 or 3, but Armel is dead. And Gabby can just Pulse Nova, but there's not enough damage.
I think that's the difference that the Veno makes, right? It's like you just put out on the Plague Wards, even if you're BKB, sure, you're not going to tick down, but it still does. It still puts your BK or your Blink on cooldown for a while. Yeah. Also, I do want to bring up as well, it's going to be Red there on the Sand King. I think he made huge plays. He was so tanky. Remember, he was just man fighting Gabby, and Gabby's like, get out of here. And Sand King's like, no, you. Force him to pop a BKB, run away, and then they ended up getting a kill out of that as well. Yeah. I was like, this is insane.
Yeah, get out of my face. He has a Veil, he has a Pipe, he has a Vanguard. My man's not dying, man.
No, not at all.
Yeah, because you're the Veno. Oh, actually, the draft is on the way.
Oh, that was fast.
Just the final point, the Sand King to add to it. You know, you had the Veno to give you all this vision, which allowed you to initiate safely without the need of a Blink Dagger necessarily. So you could go for these tanky items early, make sure that you're God, and then once there, you can go for the if you needed the mobility.
Yeah, like the caster said, it was a good recovery because he had a bit of it was 0-8 at one point.
But they did sacrifice him in the lane because they wanted Monkey King to have a good lane.
And
which was a good play. It was a really good play.
Yeah,
496.
There's the Veno ban.
Yep. You're right.
March, my man, he knows.
Yeah, you're right. TNC values the Veno as well. So you're right. The MVP pick for TNC was the Veno. Yeah, Swordfish was right.
496, not deviating.
Standard bans.
Yeah, not deviating whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, nope. Still
Void, Magnus. But TNC do grab the Miana now.
Remaining.
We'll say 496. They want to take maybe the Gyro or maybe even the Ogre or something.
5
Night
seconds
Stalker.
remaining.
Or even the Lash. Not so sure what 496. I think they are a very versatile team as well.
Seek was saying earlier that they do tend to pick their carry either first or second, right? So we could see an early Nagasari here.
Yeah, both these teams like to do it as well. I remember TNC yesterday immediately opening up. We're going to show you our 2 cores. Yeah, Gyro, OD for Armel. You know, maybe this game instead they want to give them. You know, we were both kind of surprised. Maybe in retrospect we should have seen Monkey King again. That's probably a support puck, but I'll get to that in a second.
Monkey King.
Seek and predict strikes again.
We'll see. Maybe I'll regret that, right? but I think maybe they needed to get like their team fight combo correct, and they focused on that too much instead of giving maybe an Armella hero he's more used to playing. We didn't really see the mid. I mean,
10 seconds
like I said, in retrospect, we should have, but it's the mid gyro. Maybe that's not his strongest
5
hero.
seconds
So
remaining.
we'll see if they can give him a better hero this game.
I think they'll pick like March hero now. Could be the Ogre again. Ogre, Keeper of the Light, Chen. The Chen is still there.
We were talking about how much
Yeah.
they would have loved
Yeah.
to have a Chen for the coursers,
Yeah.
for the damage.
There's Coral, Chen, Undying, Ogre. So I think March will like pick his hero, like one of these 4 right now, unless he deviates or pick maybe like a Lina or something.
The thing is, Undying, which is one of his favorites, is not the greatest against Monkey King.
Yeah.
Echo Saber to destroy Tombstone and you destroy him in lane. But Caudle, on the other hand, is
Yeah.
the opposite. He's fantastic.
Yeah.
You can break Wukong's command
Yeah.
mining lane.
NC Predators turn.
A better. Forgot about that.
There's another star pick for TNC Predator.
Yeah, it's still a flex pick. KP could play the Baden as well, or March.
It's true, it's true. We don't see as much support of Baden these days,
Yeah.
but it's always a possibility.
It's always the point in Curse of Ernest, just to be really, really annoying to the enemy core. I wouldn't
Monkey
mind.
King does beat him, though, in lane, considerably.
It's true.
10
No, go ahead. I
seconds
wouldn't mind.
remaining.
Oh, well, no, that was a good point. I was like,
Team
it's probably
Bad.
not a Monkey King, like, considering they didn't run it Monkey maybe last time. But I've been seeing a lot of CK in pros pubs and in top level. You can trade with him quite nicely as well. You get a really good amount of
TNC
lifesteal. Level
Predators
5
turn
with
to
your
Bad.
basic standard items. With the Chaos Strike, you basically get almost 100 HP every 5 seconds.
I think TNC would really like for Armel, like either Lina or TA this game. These two looks like very good against like what 496 have currently.
This is a Viper ban.
Yeah.
What do you,
There's
what do
a
you think
Naga
the puck is going here? Is that an offlane mid? Is it +4 puck?
Could be a post 4,
10
yeah.
I think
we've
it's
seen
a-
it before,
I
yeah.
think
It's
it's a
like a
position
flex
4.
pick as well.
It's definitely flex. Still
Yeah.
could be a
5
could end up being a
seconds
good
remaining.
mid-puck game. Why not? Might be a 3-puck hell. You know, you never even know that. But I think
Definitely not a 1.
No, definitely not a 1.
From 2 to 4.
Yes, 2 to 4. Any
2
of
to
those.
4, yeah.
What a massive flex picks we get this day. in Dota.
Unless it's a 2 to 5.
That's the beauty of
It
it.
could
though,
be
right?
that
The,
could be a 5.
the Veno could be 1 to 5. He was a 5.
Yeah, that's why Veno is the best pick in the meta right now. You
That's
heard
why
it
it's
here,
banned.
folks.
That's why it's banned.
That's bad, yeah.
But yeah, we have seen the Puck 5 as well. I mean, the Puppy was actually trying it out. He was
Experimenting, yeah.
experimenting with that. So,
Dire team bad.
in fact, also Peace Coast used to play
Dire
Puck 5.
team pick.
Oh, they banned out the elk.
They banned TNC Predator banned 3 heroes that 496 played last
Yeah.
game.
That's good. To me, that shows that TNC, that's a good thing.
Respects.
Yeah, they respect them.
Yeah.
They knew that they made a good draft. Like, you know what? We're going to make sure they can't play that again.
Yeah, 496 respecting Armel's elk as well, even
Yes.
though they have the Monkey King. Like
And-
if it's so miserable to play elk against Monkey King in lane,
10
but
seconds
that's just how much
remaining.
respect they have for
Yeah.
Armel's alchemist.
It makes your game so hard to play. I mean, especially
5
against teams with this
seconds
level of
remaining.
coordination. I commented on this when we were watching the game. Like, they were like, we need to TP in, and there was just immediately like 2 TPs. I was like, it's crazy. Like, it's so hard to execute against a team that knows the Alk is their key to victory if you end up drafting him.
Puts a lot of pressure on you as well. That you have to like kill him,
Yep.
and that makes you make a lot of misplays. Especially if you're less experienced. Well, actually, experienced not the right word because these guys are very old. But TNC Predator obviously has the line experience and everything, and they might be better at dealing with the pressure than a team that when you're up against the Alk.
I think you mean experienced, of course. They're only 22 for these guys on 496.
Are they really? 'Cause
That's-
they've been playing Dota forever. That's why.
That's why their name is 496,
496.
because 4 of them were born in the year 96.
96.
It's a true story.
I kept thinking, why is 1458 and 1496? I thought they just messed it up when they were.
Well,
giving the
I
team.
mean,
Because he's born in 50.
yeah, that's exactly right.
He's actually 4 people, all born in 58.
Yeah, he's 4 people in a
massive suit.
That's
Yeah,
exactly right. Yes.
That's why he plays micro heroes. Makes perfect sense. Rubik picked up for 496. I haven't seen this in this tournament, but
Not too much. It's going to be the Yazi Rubik. He does like playing the hero.
Yeah, quite good spells to steal if you can steal the arrow or even the apodic shield.
Apodic Shield's
Yeah,
such a good steal.
yeah, he can bait someone to eat an arrow and then he just comes and shields, removes the 5-second stun.
Yeah,
easy
'cause-
steal as well.
Dire team
Yeah.
pick.
Coddle, yep, that's March hero. So that's definitely KP's Abaddon already, and that's March Coddle, and most likely Tim's Mariana.
Yep, so you get 3, 4,
yeah,
5.
they'll save Armel and Gabby's hero last. Surprised that Armel actually played the gyro, because Gabby was like their main gyro player in ESL 1 Hamburg. Then I'm like, Armel gyro mid? That doesn't come to me like an
10
Armel hero.
seconds remaining.
It made sense to me because I saw the Viper mid, and actually I was talking to Seek. It's like we should have
5
mentioned that because
seconds
Gyro
remaining.
is a good counter to Viper in the mid lane, but in the end, obviously comfort does matter a lot here. I like the Rubik pick as well. I think the 496 knew the call was going to come out, and if Rubik steals Illuminate with that magic damage increase, it's absurd.
Yeah. He has like pretty good spells to steal this Rubik.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you can even steal Will-O-Wisp or the Ignis.
Yeah, it's called Will-O-Wisp. Yeah.
So I think they'll pick Gabby's hero next for TNC. I think Gabby might play the Gyro this time. I can see them picking Gyro again for Gabby. And they'll save Armel's hero for last. Because they normally save Armel's hero for last.
TNC
Nice
Predators
soccer.
turn
Night Stalker unbanned. I'll go ahead and pick him up for 496.
That's also very much of a TNC pick. They do love this Night Stalker as well. One of the few teams that still have confidence in it, despite the nerfs.
I really like it against the 3 ABBA as well, actually. Because
Yes.
you can you get the preventative silence out. So, of course, unless he's broken, you can still... the ult will still activate automatically on the borrowed time, but now you can prevent him from doing it on his own accord. That might make a difference, especially on a 3 ABBA, which is going to be much tankier.
Remaining.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to run at you as much as maybe he'd like, and we know KP, he loves running at enemy heroes.
They might pick Leshrac for Gabby again, because right now they can't really push towers.
Yeah, we might see some tower push.
I mean, I feel like if as long as you got a right clicker, you've got the Curse of Avernus here, and especially with the minus armor and TA.
Yeah.
They need to ban the Bat Rider here, though, which they've already done. That's going to be the first ban. That makes sense.
So they save Gabby's hero for last. I thought they'll pick. I mentioned like the TA is good against like the Puck and Monkey King at the start. They might pick like TA or Lina for Armel mid, but I expected that like last or something. So they'll save Gabby's hero for last.
What do you deal with the TA now? Because 496 can't put the Puck mid if it's like a TA.
No.
Has to be a Puck 5 actually. What are we seeing mid then?
5 seconds remaining.
Bat is gone. Veno is gone. Viper is gone. So what
It's
else
a
is
good,
It's a
anti.
good pick.
Yeah.
It's a really good pick.
I mean, I guess you could go for the
TNC
Ember.
Predators turn to
That's still an
ban.
option, right?
Yeah.
Watch them ban it here.
Yeah, the HTZs are a rampant Ember player as well here for 496.
Yeah.
So that's not too out of the order. I mean, who isn't when he's this popular in the meta, of course. But that's been one of his heroes that he likes to play all throughout his career in Dota, I believe.
Why are they laughing? A Lifestealer pan. We're never going to pick that hero.
We haven't seen an Invoker yet in the series either. Not too good against the TA.
5
Yeah,
seconds
but
he'll get destroyed by the TA, but and there's not much like good setups for the Sunstrike unless he goes Crosswax.
Yeah, you go Crosswax to the Urn, and then you do have a weight deal with TA.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Be a Thompson.
No, 'cause you still have the issue with-
Oh,
I'm not
Carry
surprised by
Dragonite.
that. They
Big
do
line
play a
to
lot
get.
of Huskar, right? On 496, or they used to. Is back when it was good in the meta. So
can they
really-
just OD right here for 496?
Well, is that TA going mid or is it, I think the DK seems to be going carry. You can't run the TA. Carry,
Yeah. The T is definitely mid. It's a Gabby carry Dragonite, and then they can just go like maybe an OD mid.
This is going to have to be a 5 puck, isn't it?
10
Yes,
seconds
it has to
Or
be.
5 Rubik, 4 Puck, and then they just pick an OD, go mid.
I don't
Yes.
like 5
seconds
Rubik.
remaining.
I think the hero needs items.
I like the 5 puck.
I like it better.
I think it's legit. I don't think it's crazy.
I don't know if you're trolling me or not.
If Puppy does it, then why can't 496?
I agree with you a little bit more. I just 5 Rubik is just
Okay,
he has
well,
nothing.
yeah.
He needs positioning. You need
Yeah.
positioning on that hero.
Yes, especially when you're up against a TA. You're going to be literally cannon fodder.
Yep.
Well, hey, on point, Sugar Bear.
That's a good prediction.
I think that's their best pick. Like it's good against the DK, the Causal as well. The Astral Save against the arrows is pretty good as well. You can bait an ally. Oh shit! I got 5-second arrow, and then the OD can just come in at Astral in.
You also have a good setup now, right? For some of the stuns that are hard to land, it gives you a bit of more safety there. I agree. I mean, we're seeing these drafts, right? What do you think? We already asked you guys for first game. You guys went for TNC, so you want to be wrong again?
I think we're all wrong, right?
Yeah.
We are all
Well, I
wrong.
played devil's advocate, so I was right by default. But Seek and Strike, please.
You know, it's interesting. I really like the Night Stalker against the ABBA. It's very good because you can't purge off that silence like the puck. I think then 496 might have an edge here. I mean, it depends. It depends who they put 4 and 5.
Sugar Bear?
I think I'll have to go 496. Actually, previously, the first game I didn't like their draft, and they ended up winning.
Yeah.
But this game, I think they have like a decent draft, like quite good, especially that OD last pick. So I have to go 496.
Okay, well, you heard it here first. 496. Let's see if TNC can win this one.
Caster's Curse.
2 for all. There we go. X-Cyclops, please take this game away and delight us with your casting.
All right, we are ready here with the game. Hey, Cyclops.
Hey, man.
What writing notes on who's going to be winning this game?
No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Noting something that we might have to use in the game. Well, now finally we'll get a chance to see TNC is going to play with that full performance as they have no room for mistake.
No, this is a do or die game for TNC. One loss and they're out. They need to win 2 games against 496. 496, they can lose, but I'm sure if they want, they would want to win this. If you can 2-0 TNC, you look like a major player right there.
Man. Your name will be on everyone's lips tomorrow.
True. The team that beat TNC in what may have looked like sort of a tournament that no one would have expected TNC to lose in.
Yeah, and especially if you beat TNC in this meta when they are so strong.
Right after ESL.
Because this meta is the kind of meta that your offlane doesn't have to buy a Blink Dagger. It's a walk-in offlaner. Yeah, so it really suits what K-Play playing, like Omni Knight and all those
The
stuff.
battle begins.
Beastmaster.
By the way,
Yep.
we were talking about who is going to be playing what role, and it turns out it is going to be the puck support.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about this before we saw the OD. And
Getting harassed a lot.
Dragonite taking
It's not going to be an easy lane for Gabby, for sure. As a Dragonite +1.
Yeah, he had to take an early salve in this game. So one of the things that 496 has in this game, Vol, is that they have late game potential. OD, one of the best heroes you can have late game. You know, pure damage, massive ultimate. He has a good save as well. I worry that we're going to be jinxing. Like, you know, the first game we were like, 496, that early game draft, how are they going to win? Then they won. Now we're like, 496, pretty good draft. And also they're going to be
You like it? You know, Puck and Monkey Top. This is going to be a tough lane for Team TNC, getting harassed all the time by Illusory Orb and the range of that Puck.
Another thing is the Puck, pretty good damage, starting off with 60 base damage.
Yeah.
And like you said, you can't stand still because when Lucio comes your way, you have to move to the side and you take more hits. March doing the blinding light trick with Carlo. What you do is you just blinding light so that you can deny your creeps. But of course, Nightstalker has Void, which means that he can just last at them anyway. He doesn't have to miss the range creeps.
I kind of like that blinding light in early game.
Yeah,
It's
it's
really
very
annoying. Cool. Yeah, it's really effective.
You can also like trade hits with the call because you have 70% miss chance. So he's hitting you, but you're not hitting him back. And
Ooh, what a fancy footwork!
Tim's taking a few hits right now.
Yeah.
Miles away.
By not Yassi, I think that is that BB. Yassi playing Rubik.
In game 1, he was playing the Miran and he did some great arrows. Definitely one of the reasons.
Kind of surprised that team 496 actually let them TNC pick a Mirana.
I think they had first pick. So they straight away started with the Mirana. Don't think 496. They respect the Void. They respect the Morphling too much. They're like they might have a great Mirana, but we were worried about the Void even more. And then yesterday when you saw the refresher orb on the Void, you can't blame them for being scared.
Yeah. Oh, that was a lucky rune for March. He picked up the Irradiant rune. Top lane, this Abaddon is going to buy all the tanky items like Vlad, like Pipe and all that, you know. Once they got like 15 minutes of the game, pack as a group and just push with a powerful... Oh, wait! Hello?
You should be fine, but he's kind of only one hit away from dying here from our refraction.
Hey!
Whoa.
Hello? What is going on in the middle lane? Is he gonna dive or just try to lure him in?
Right, both lanes taking a bit of damage. You can see Monkey has to use a salve. OD is a bit low on HP, but they are keeping ahead in all the lanes. Sorry, they are keeping up pace with TNC in all the lanes. And this time you don't have Tim's farming.
Yeah. Oh no! What hit? Oh god! Only 36 HP left.
Guys, you need to be careful. You're giving a Cyclops a heart attack here. He needs to.
Come
he's
on,
worried about what's
yeah,
going to happen
it's
here.
always that, you know.
But that's actually the lane the TNC is doing the most. 13-9 for the TA and 9-8 for OD. Not massive difference, but it is starting to go more and more in favor of the TA because OD just can't go into the lane.
That BB coming in so deep.
Arrow.
Might hit a nice one, but that BB faced it. He expected that one coming.
Bit of a calmer game from both teams right now. You know, both teams are sort of focusing very heavily on the laning stage. saying that kills are maybe a little.
Yasi doing very good on the bottom lane, gaining a lot of experience and also the farm.
He got 2 denies. He got another. That's another CS.
Yeah.
I will say though that I find that the Coddle will probably be able to do more this game than the supports on the other side. Puck is great for his ultimate because you can't run away. So the Wukong command is a great combo with Wukong command. I can't run without getting stunned. If I stand still, the monkeys will kill me. But other than that, Coddle's still better with that against Fast. We'll have to wait and see. But he feels like he brings a little bit more to the table.
Oh.
Another thing is that Chakra Magic on the Dragon Knight stun is
Into the
permanent.
lane. Oh, nice. Stays behind the creep in order to dodge that arrow. 4-5-8. We were talking about playing mid and having teams as a Mirana hanging around with you last night, and he was like, yeah, I hate that.
And Tims will be extra annoying this game because with Chakra, you can throw out an arrow every 7.
He will always be there trying to just scare the mid laner. Now let's take a look at the top lane fight. Something might happen in the jungle as a Bounty Rune fighting here. 2v1. Long range arrow, they need to dodge it first. It is a man fight between the Monkey King. Monkey King dropping quite low, throwing a flashbang in order to bounce him back. Power is right in order to stay alive, jumping on him. Illusory Orb, Illuminate! That's the first one for Team TNC.
Very well played by TNC. They actually use the Blind Knight to great effect.
However, they're just gonna strike and maybe get something out of this one. Flashbang once again, bounce everyone away. I hate that skill really. Man, I love it at the same time if I play it.
Radiant are scared.
Blinding Light looking very balanced today, getting the 2 kills. The Monkey King can't actually hit you back when he's Blinding Light because 70% miss chance. He was forced to use Boundless Strike to get some HP, but wasn't enough. And then just now pushing them away, keeping himself safe.
Yeah, I remember back then Blinding Light are not that far bounce.
And it was cooldown was 30 seconds, now it's 14 seconds.
Ooh. Crazily strong.
And both teams have wards in this area. Actually, quite a lot of TNCs here. And they're even bringing in.
Oh, okay. They're just gonna chase in. Oh, the arrow actually stops and saves his teammate, and it might be Albo Dibara instead who goes out right here. A trade with the support is not a good trade at all.
No, it isn't.
And Yasi also being chased. Yasi gonna be fine.
That was, I think, maybe a little ambitious for 496.
Yeah.
But they are wasting a lot of TNC. TNC, they brought 4 people here to take this stack.
And the core heroes of TNC now leading in terms of net worth. Teams kill the Observer Wards, gonna gain a lot of experience of that. Oh, dodging.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yasi.
They brought
Back again. It seems like the fight is going on non-stop. Now they are looking to strike. Oh, Barret strike comes out and kill already kill on KP. Denied. He denied himself.
Yep.
Oh my God! That was a successful fight for Team TNC. It seems. Jumping in, fighting nearby the shrine, but the shrine is empty. They just keep on hitting. 1 hit, 2 hits, and already kill.
Look at that big stack. Look at that big stack.
Yeah.
But
Yasi coming in. See the stacks already.
496 being baited by the stack, and they are Yasi.
And the more they keep roaming and ganking, the bigger the network.
The juke! And but no, you can see he knows it. Like, I know he's around here, but he's just gonna suicide and not gonna lose anything.
Still.
The 496, they see the stack, they're like, we can't let them take the stack, we can't let them take the stack. They keep going up to the stack to challenge it, but they keep getting murdered when they go up there. This might be...
Now look at the bottom lane, they're coming in for the Elbow Devourer, aiming for the Dragon Knight. This should be the date of the Dragon Knight. Running out mana, Barret's trying to stun him. Gappy down.
Good kill.
It was great kill.
Yeah, but the 3 cores, and they even had a support TPing in the Rubik. So it is a great kill, it's worth it, but it's barely worth it because you have to spend so much time. And you can see the TA, her farm keeps going up and up. TNC playing this with quite a bit more discipline than last game.
I think for this one, Armel need to be the backbone of Team TNC to just hold everyone around because he might have to move more than usual to left and right. Every lane needs helps, especially when it comes to nighttime.
Night Stalker going for that earn. It's very valuable they get the earn this game. Both on the Dragon Knight and the TA, remove refraction, stop the healing. The thing is, Abaddon's really good against Urn because you can just shield and remove its effect. And with Chakra, you can actually throw 2 shields out at the same time. You shield, Chakra, shield again straight away.
Yeah, true.
0-second cooldown.
That is quite early to put the Observer Wards on your own Radiant NC for Team TNC.
They know that Night Stalker's roaming around, and they want to keep their Gabby as safe as possible. And Gabby is actually going for that Midas.
Stealing all. TNC knows about the gang in the middle lane. I think they will be ready for that. Whoever has a TP. Are they gonna go mid? I think so. If you take a look at the mini map, trying to gank down on Armel, they might start by going in and but Park is still level 3.
That
should have been 5 already because they need a Dream Coil.
And you can see that 496 they want to get kills. TNC is following. 496 is trying to get kills. It's not quite working out. They are going to get at least 3 bounty runes for their trouble though.
Bounty rune fight. It will be 3 bounty rune per team.
Should we get the bottom?
496, I think.
And Midas is finished on Gabby. Well, one thing that 496 has going for them is that at least they don't have to worry about late game. But that's a Midas on the DK. That's a TA who's taking quite a lot of stacks. Makes you worry just a little bit if you're 496. See here, Abaddon. Oh. Monkey King almost jumping the worst spot. He actually jumped for vision, then he realized, oh, this is not good. And not really the same level of tree cutting ability in this game for TNC. Last game, one of their advantages against Monkey King was they had 3 people who could cut trees. This game, only 1 person, and it's a call when he throws his ultimate. He breaks trees.
Yeah.
Other than that, none of the other heroes are able to break trees.
Yes.
Now to the top lane, hopping on a tree, getting cut. And that might be the date of the Monkey King one more time, but he popped up his magic stick, I believe, getting a little bit of HP. They still diving in for that Monkey King. A nice copy by that Ruby in order to buy some time for the Monkey King. Turns on the Wukong command, it? No, actually it was the ultimate of the March. Go straight for that March. They need to kill the Keeper alive first and stop him from using the Chakra magic on the Arthurs. Now they're changing targets, going straight on that Thames. Can they kill them all? Dropping down, Primal Spring. March finally goes down and he's on TNC. Armel's on Mega Kill, but he lost his teammates too.
They know where KPI, they're going for him. If they can keep vision, they can stop him from TPing away. And he just used the Mana Void, so is he going to be able to make it out? No, they're jumping in. He got the kill and silence.
Yeah, man.
Triple
Raid
kill.
got him. Double kill for that Raid, indeed. Go straight for that TA. Yeah, they will definitely chase on him. Primal Spring comes down. Almost hit by an arrow. He's trying to find the right angle to just drop a Barret Strike.
I think that it's a little bit risky. The Monkey King barely has an HP. And one of the things that went so well for them in that fight for 496 was Rubik stole the Mist Coil.
Yeah.
Spammed it 3 times at the Monkey King, keeping him alive when he was barely dead. And the saves in this game, Panel talked about stealing the Apothic Shield. We saw it with the Mist Coil. You can steal the Mist Coil, keep him alive.
Yeah.
So 3 kills going for 496. That was a huge fight for them.
Beautiful, yeah.
Well,
1k ahead only.
On TNC. That's the team with the Midas.
If we're talking about late game, what do you think?
Both teams have solid late game. I mean, last game we said Monkey King isn't very late game. He's not great. And I still think that's true. But we saw that 496 can play him very well. They use him a lot as a scout. He gets them a lot of kills. You have Night Stalker, Monkey King, and OD versus Dragon Knight, Abaddon, and TA.
Yeah.
Abaddon's scaling is a little bit less.
One good thing about Team TNC is they have that Abaddon level so high at the moment. It's 8. And he's ready to fight in a big team fight.
You got Rubik, he's got that Dragon Breath on him. A great spell to have on Rubik. Does so much more damage than usual.
Yeah.
And it's a level 3
and
Dragon
Yasi
Breath.
level 7 got the Arcane and also Arcane Boot and Arcane Ring.
Night Stalker. Yeah, I guess Night Stalker and Abaddon are both great. They're fine late game, but they don't quite scale the same way as the OD, the DK, and the TA. Dragon Knight might be the problem with killing him, but they have OD who does pure damage. So I don't think any team really comes out with a much better late game than the other one.
The first time doing a big smoke for team
496.
496.
Look at Puck, no boots, wand, and the fairy fire. 600 gold net worth. I almost have it. Oh, there you go, 600. He bought 2 sentries. This is one of the most sacrificial Pucks I've ever seen. If he can get to level 25 and get the 420 GPM child, he'll be fine. But he's not gonna have gold right now.
Really, and also the levels. If you only get a Dream Coil, man, it would change the fight around, because Dream Coil is easy to drop and use, and can lock down a lot in there.
Great
to team up with the Wukong command. It will be much easier for them.
Great steal by Rubik, having the Polyc shield. By the way, you know it's a funny game when March is looking at the support and saying, "Damn, you're poor, man."
Yeah, they're gonna strike on KP on the top lane. This might be another plan for KP to buy some time, but dropping a little bit and suck everyone in. The first one who goes out is that Rubik. Armor unstoppable. He's just gonna clean everyone up with his Sonic Blades, trying to turn himself into a tree, but it's not gonna help. Double kill Wicked Sick for Armel.
He's gonna try to get this bounty, but decides not to. And yeah, the Ignis Fast Will-O-Wisp is amazing. Rubik, he was almost out of range, but he had to walk in again one more time, and that cost him his life. But they are gonna at least be able to get 2 bounty runs. But TNC, it's hard to fight against Carl. It's hard to fight.
Yeah.
They have a good amount of team fight on 496. They got Wukong, they got Sanities, they got Dream Coil, and against all that, you just throw one bouncing white ball and everyone goes, I don't know what to do anymore.
Yeah. Oh my god. 4K ahead already for Team TNC.
Well,
but hey, look at that. That was a big kill on KP once again. Died 2 times.
Spirit Vessel is available, and the moment Abaddon's dead, you can tell that Nice Talker
wait, he was hit by an arrow. It used to be a Monkey King, and then it took an arrow in the knee. And then I fall down from the tree.
Gratitude is worth more than gold.
They're all just gonna push. It seems like they want to take all the tier 1 power. Oh, jumping in with the Barret Strike, but he kind of stuck on the high ground. He would be the first one who goes out. 458 made a lot of mistake over there. And the next one is going to be the core team. Oh man, this is disaster. Purely disaster. Everything has gone wrong for 496 this one.
March's blinding light was incredible. He jumped on to try to get the March. March doesn't blinding light.
That's the reason why Monkey King is on a high ground?
Yes, because he was actually right next to March, and March said, no, go away. And you can see that the OD wants to save the Monkey King. He blinked right next to him, tried to give him the Asrock. It was too slow, took an arrow, and that was all thanks to March's blinding light. What a play.
Oh, look at that. The blinding light.
Can we see actually if March is actually out blinding light? What's the Carl got for us here? Shield is stolen again, and the shield is nice, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like that's what we talked about. Carl's impact. It's easy to play Carl. He has so much influence on the game without really needing sort of like landing arrows and those very difficult steals that you have to do. It's easier to play Carl. Just press R.
Yeah. Oh man.
OD has the Null Talisman. 3 Null Talismans. I'm going for the Kaya.
This is really unlike last game.
Yeah.
When the game were a bit too quiet, but 496 have a feeling that they kind of rush more in this game.
Yeah, look at Monkey King's farm. He's behind Tim's in this game. OD is farming okay. Nice Talker's a bit behind, but they're not really farming in this game. They didn't farm as well.
Monkey King just like you see. Oh, okay. Now let's take a look at this one. That might be a good news for Team 496 as they are looking to start the fight, but no. INTERCEPTOR already comes out and dropping a Dream Coil for the first time in this game, and he kind of stuck in there. They're just gonna get rid of that Teams first.
That was 3 dusts to kill Tims. Yeah, it's nice, and you get back your.
But again, you don't forget about the time management.
It's a big investment just to kill Tims. It's fine. They still get a kill out of it.
Yeah. No, sometimes just 1 kill is not fine when the other core is farming so freely, top and bottom.
I mean, at least they got something. They could have got nothing.
It could have been worse.
That would have been a disaster. They used 3 smokes, 3 dusts, and Now yeah, that BKB finished on the Monkey King, sorry, on the DK, MK, DK, CK. There's like everything with a K. But yeah, Dragon Knight now he's got the BKB. They actually have nothing that breaks BKB. There's not a single spell on their side. Not even a Viper's ultimate that at least slows them there. They've got nothing. Unless they can get Aghanims on Puck, which is not happening anytime soon.
Slowing down a bit, and this is the time where Team TNC started smoke themselves, trying to find someone inside of the INC in this golden triangle where everyone is farming, sharing.
Radiant, they use this scan. They know this is where 496 is.
They are getting ready for the fight. And they turn to Dragon Ball first, and they get rid of the mid lane. And Vilovic just gonna suck everyone in. Easy kill on the OD. You still getting sucked by the oh my god. No more mid laner. This game is getting harder and harder for 496. We are getting closer to the third game. Closer.
TNC, they're using a different gear. You know, the first game they were gear 1, now it's like gear 4. They're like, nah, they're not giving a chance for 496 to take this game.
Look at that.
Arrow.
Look at that. Now you get killed by TNC left and right. Seems like getting wrapped by TNC like a sandwich.
You know what? Oh, you know what's happening? 496 is going to give us a game 3 where it's going to be very close.
Oh, really?
You know,
it's a plan. It's a part of the plan. Throwing another flashbang.
You know how the hero in the movie always comes in the last second to win?
Wow.
So this is what 496 do. They're like, we're going to win it in the third game.
I mean, the good guys should lose first.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
Who are the good guys in this one? They're both teams, though.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, that's another kill.
Okay, use Scepter.
The use means that Spirit Vessel is also useless to throw on Tim. He'll just use himself and remove the effect. And 10k ahead for TNC. We never saw 10k ahead in game 1 for either team. So this is just a massive advantage.
Well, can we say that Mirana is a big impact in this game?
Definitely. I mean, they're landing a few arrows.
I mean, that's the reason why I say that I don't like that they're letting Mirana play.
You think it would have been better to ban them? Oh, buyback coming out on the Monkey King.
Okay, now let's take a look at the fight in the middle. They kill the Aegis. They're gonna come out full HP, full mana, but will they have enough damage to kill him one more time? He turned on the Black King bar. TA try to get out the trouble. He still have some mood to farm a little bit of the creeps and jumped away. He is so calm.
It's so nice when the enemy has nothing that goes to BKB. You just BKB and nothing happens. Oh, it's smoke on smoke.
Smoke versus smoke goes in. They let that Badon penetrate the defensive line first.
Be careful.
Goes around. Dragon Knight getting ready to Dragon Tail. Yeah, telekinesis. Dragon Knight dropping solo quite well, and that Vilovic once again kill all the tempo of Team 496. Turn on the BKB and just gonna chase everyone, jumping on the high ground, attacking on them, right-clicking. The monkey won't stand the damage of the dragon. I think we are getting closer and closer to the end. 14k ahead.
TNC. Oh, that's a. No, he didn't buy back. It's just a dieback on the Monkey King.
Very, very convincing victory in the second game of Team TNC.
It might just be that, like you said, giving the Mirana to Tim it's a lot of influence.
No, it's about the Latrak too. I'm sorry, not Latrak. Keeper the Light.
Keeper of Light is also.
And Mirana.
So much being done by Keeper of Light. Like you said, we press R and he does so well.
No way, that's nothing you could do now about. They have to buy back, and if they lose this team fight, get ready to call it.
This is right outside their base.
Dropping a Dream Coil on the 2 targets. What are they gonna do? Place down. The Observer was being killed right away.
And TNC, 18k gold ahead. Going back, getting that gem. You love getting that gem on Coddle because he's a pretty hard hero to kill despite everything.
Teleport down right in the middle of the fight, and here comes follow-up with the Ballet Strike. Wukong command has been landed. But nobody of Team TNC stays in that circle. They're moving out and kill everyone of Team 496. If they lose this one, surely that should be 99 has been called. very quick 23 minutes in, and we are going to game number 3.
What you can see in that last fight, it was a perfect problem. The moment the TA and DK use their BKB, what does 496 do? They scratch it and they're like, well, I wish we could do something about that BKB. They can't run away. They don't have like the Sand King before in the last game. I mean, they have Night Stalker, which is great, but you know that no invis. It's just it's not a strong lineup.
This is a true form of Team TNC. They're playing with a full performance. Okay, you want me to play like full 100%? Oh,
it's like when you play any game where you beat the boss and they come back the second time. They're like, I was just kidding the first time.
Yeah, true. Well, nothing much for us to say. We already said it in a show, and let's see what analysts gonna say about that. Hop on.
Thank you, casters. We're here back with the most accurate panel in the history of esports. Predictions 100% wrong. The Swordfish here, Seek and Strike, and Sugar Bear. How you doing, guys?
Doing good.
I'm doing well. I mean, you know, really what we did there was we casters cursed the game because this is such a good series. We want a third game. I really wanted one yesterday. We got teased with one, you know, the Pudge almost made it happen, but then Gabby said no and bought a refresher and ended the game.
People thinking that we're actually wrong and not on purpose, laughable. Fools, I would say.
Exactly.
All of you. But that game, that was quick. It was very different to what we saw earlier. In fact, it was actually what we were talking about in the first game, right? The proposition of an early strat working well and beating before minute 30. That's what they did this time.
No, I mean, you brought it up, Sugar Bear, right? Just give Armel. That's more of an Armel hero.
Yeah,
we saw him farming stacks, and we were like, yeah, there we go. That's Armel.
Yeah, Armel, he's like the DK, the TA, this sort of hero. You think of TA, you think like Mid One Miracle. Even Armel comes into mind. He plays TA like very well. And I think the Monkey King, he lost too hard at top. Like his net worth at the end game was lower than Tim's Miana. It's like he was really struggling. He was struggling in the first game, but then he got back thanks to that Roche. That Roche actually turned the fight around for 496, but then they lost. They didn't have a turnaround Roche this time. TNC took the Roche and then they just ended the game from there.
Let's look at that in the stats that are going to be shown on screen now. We'll see the real net worth as you're very much talking about. Massive difference as he's mentioning between the carries.
Look at Puck's item.
Yeah, Puck's items. I mean, that's a Puck plus 5 for you, you know?
That's like a level 1, you can buy that.
It happens. What are you going to do?
Yeah. I do. The names are inverted, but for TNC and 496. But of course, that's actually to test you guys, because if you really have watched the game, you would know that we're trying to trick you. So TNC here, quickly get the stats off. TNC here with the DK, right? Minus DK build, Mask of Menace though. And that's the choice he goes for. Interesting, right? Usually we see a DK minus Radiance. That's the most common, especially as a carry. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Mask of Mask worked?
Yeah, definitely. I think that allowed them to farm the BKB earlier. I think they were just like, let's get Armel ahead. Let's take some fights, let's take some towers, and let's win this game. I think that's the TNC's game plan. And that was going pretty sour, actually. If you recall that top team fight that they had near the tier 1, where 496, I mean, they didn't come out super far ahead, but Armel just didn't really have the impact he was looking to have in that fight. From there, I was like, oh my god, 496 might actually get the 2-0 here, but then Armel gets his Deso, he gets his Blink, it's 16 minutes, OD gets his Blink, tries to go up and take a fight, and Armel just obliterates him in the Monkey King, and from there it was just all downhill, all TNC.
Yeah, they took like 2 or 3 bad fights, then the game was just over from there. The Monkey King jumped up to the high ground, then he got jumped by Armel, then the OD blinked up, tried to save him, he got a 5-second arrow, and then they just lost the fight from there.
Here, it's easier to talk about these things while we actually watch them on screen, as we're seeing some of the highlights of this match. I mean, it's going to be a tough highlights because it's really just going to be domination by TNC pretty much through and through.
There's a fight where 496 definitely win here, but they just felt this is the one here. They felt very aggressive. The Will-O-Wisp comes out and still not enough. Maybe just trying to go for the disengage, but you can see Armel trying to do damage here. And OD's like, all right, see you later. I'll go Astro myself.
This is the one they saved the Monkey King for so long.
Yeah.
The Rubik Stone miscoil, that was huge. Actually saving the Monkey King.
Yep, nice OD ult. You grab one. Armel's just like, I can't, guys, I can't. I gotta leave.
This was like, I think the only fight that 496 won.
That's absolutely right.
From then on, it was just downhill, just huge TNC.
So interestingly enough, that's a huge Will-O-Wisp actually. You might think it's a bit overkill. Not at all, because actually that's
Zona Will-O-Wisp.
No, yes, but you also catch the Rubik with that, who had stolen a Aphotic Shield at that point, which would have purged off the arrow. So that was really well played by TNC.
Yeah, from then on it was just TNC all the way. After that fight, the 496 won at the top, and then they just lost all the remaining fights, and then TNC just took the game easily from then.
And that's something we were talking about, actually. We do say the stealing of the Aphotic Shield, right, could be a really impactful thing, but the truth is the perma-stun potential by TNC was massive. You have a core with one of the strongest stuns in the game, Dragon Tail, very consistent as well. And also the arrow. Like, it's the perfect setup. Plus Will-O-Wisp, as you mentioned, to sometimes stop this Aphotic Shield from coming out or zoning them out in general. I mean, we saw a difference from March, I think, from game 1 to number 2. First game, not much impact. The Ogre, he existed in the early game, that was pretty much it. Second game, Caudle, one of the MVPs.
Yeah, those were some pretty good Will-O-Wisps. Yeah.
Like the guys that got, we always talk about how March Caudle is like a big thing.
Yep.
But the hero is just fantastic. And now we're going to go to stats yet again, so we can see this.
Yeah. Okay, they reversed it, yeah.
They reversed it, because now you get to really, really see it. Since the bad guys, you know, the guys who are complaining, they've already left. And now we only have the good people on the stream. Yeah. Good stuff. So here we can see, you know, the items a bit more clear. The only one that's really relevant here is the OD in terms of 496. The rest don't really even have itemization. It's just the basic one item, that's it.
Yeah. The 496 had a victory condition, right, which was basically don't let Armel get ahead in the farm.
Yeah.
Once he does that, he is just like in a groove, and I mean TA is one of the best heroes to play from ahead, right? From behind, it's like, what can you do? So he just hits like a wet paper towel, and he's just, all right, see you later, Armel. But not this game. He farms up, plays well.
The rest of the team as well. You have DK, Abaddon, they're good from playing ahead as well. Even Caudle to some degree, right? Yes, Caudle can really play defensively, but the fact that they can just throw out a Will-O-Wisp and not care, it's very nice. You don't have to reserve for the big team fight. There's no need on that. So we're going to see the MVP now of the match according to our production crew. And the MVP first is Seek, because that just swapped right to you.
Thank you, guys.
Play to sides Armel. I mean, I think we would all agree on this.
Yeah, definitely, T is definitely an Armel hero. He plays it so well. And I think they recognized that they needed to end it early, like within 30 minutes. If they take it late, OD will destroy the Abaddon, the TA, the DK. He just eats these heroes alive. The Monkey King as well. If it goes late, he'll be very strong.
Go ahead, sorry.
But TNC, they just like recognize that and then just finish the game really early on.
I want to give a shout out to KP as well. He really played super well that top lane. It's a bit more of an ABBA-sided matchup, of course. It's the old, you know, when your mother's like, don't make me count to 4, you know, because both those heroes really want to get to 4, and if they do, the other hero's dead. But ABBA's got a really great advantage there, because he's just like, all right, Aphotic Shield, see you later.
Yep. After third hit, after 3 hits, he'll just Aphotic Shield himself.
He's Hispanic, so he knows, right? He knows the pain, the chancla comes flying in.
I'm sorry, I was thinking exactly, because like my dad definitely said that to me. I'm just imagining my dad is Monkey King, and they have a similar beard. Please do not frame me for that shot.
Although my mother was not so generous, it was always 3, not 4.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. Yeah, she's more like a slart. No, actually, everything is 4 in Dota. Meaning of the universe. No, you can't have a floor like that here, though, in Malaysia. Yeah, we're getting too divergent. I do want to talk about that matchup, actually, because usually, I mean, I saw in the Jenkins analysis, you know, top-tier analyst, right? He writes posts on Reddit because nobody wants him in tournaments.
Top-tier Pudge.
Top-tier Pudge. And he wrote a fantastic post about why Abaddon can actually be countered by heroes like Ursa and Monkey King, but obviously they're not picked because they're usually bad. 496 doesn't care. But in this game, we didn't really see that. Like they actually managed to beat that matchup. So even some people would probably argue the Monkey King actually had you could run him against the Abaddon and have a bit of favor, but not the case here because of KP's. As you mentioned, it's really just about a very skill-based matchup. If you get that silence, you're done.
Yeah. What do you think, KP? Do you think it's a favorite matchup either way of Abba the Monkey King?
I think it should be even, but I just didn't expect the Monkey King to lose that hard.
Exactly. That's
true.
That's fair.
He got destroyed, man. At the top lane, his net worth was like 5,000, 20 minutes in the game.
Yeah, we were talking after that first Roche fight. It was like, this is just like last game. It's like last time, first, the Monkey King had the farm to buy back, and second, had the impact when he did buy back to make a difference. This game, it wasn't there.
Yeah, it looks like the first game, because in the first game, TNC was ahead as well. But thanks to that Roche fight, 496 got back in the game, but it didn't happen this time, and TNC just easily closes it up.
Something to mention about this matchup as well is that sometimes we always concentrate on who wins the lane. But does that really matter sometimes? Because if you're a Abaddon versus Monkey King, you're forcing the Monkey King to hit you all the time, which means you don't get creeped, obviously, because you can't last at things. And that means that you don't get the timings. So, okay, there we go. Picks and bans, there we go.
Last mo. What did you guys think about the Puck 5? Any?
I think it's legit. I don't care that they lost that game. I think it's a good pickup. Just that game, you need a better matchup for the Buck.
Okay.
I think you need a hero that can really harass, especially in the offlane. Abaddon is not that hero, unfortunately.
Sugar Bear?
I actually haven't seen like a post 5 puck. I've seen post 4, but then Swordfish talked about the post 5 puppy puck. I actually didn't see that game, so.
It was a long time ago, I will say.
I'm still not convinced though.
I'm not. My goal of this panel is just to convince this denier of the Puck 5.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I mean, Puck's got great damage, but
we'll see if 496 want to deviate because 2 games they picked Monkey.
Yep.
And they won the first, they lost the second, and we'll see if they actually want to change things up again. And it looks like they do.
Yeah, they changed it up a little bit. But it's going to be Tim's Marana though. This TNC will stay the course.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Bounty Hunter actually?
Who's on the bounty? Good question.
I mean, not who's on the bounty. What do you think of him? Like I mean, some guys actually play him as carry. Some play position forwards.
Some played offlane as well.
But with a Sanking, is that a +4 at Sanking then?
Yeah, it could be. 496 will occasionally run the +4 Sanking. With even a Potom, they'll do a Potom 3 instead, interestingly enough.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously Potom is Tim's.
Yeah.
I could still see it. I think situationally, you know, Bounty Hunter's got a little bit of flexibility. He's probably going to be the 4, but if the draft turns out pretty good for him, I could see him as a position 1 as well.
I think March will either pick Coddle or Ogre right here, or either Chen. I think one of these 3. Coddle is good because these 2 heroes don't really hit the Will or Wisp. They're both melee.
That's true.
Ogre is good as well. Ogre with Miana, Fire Blast into Arrow. That's very strong combo.
Also, you waste the Janata and the Will-O-Wisp often. These kind of heroes, it's true. I mean, these kind of heroes are not that great against Will-O-Wisp.
That's a good point.
I like the Coddle. I think the Coddle worked wonders last game, honestly. And Coddle is such a great counter to Sanking. He sandstorms, you go, nope! And it's just done.
That's true, yeah.
So satisfying.
You could just knock him out of any level 1 sandstorm. Like,
ooh, there's a Naga.
The Naga. TNC will pick it up. So I am curious because I expected 496 to pick it. I mentioned this earlier, right? KP used to be pretty
he used
renowned.
to play Naga.
He used to be like the Naga hero on. It was for one of the Chinese teams. Newbie, yes. That hasn't been the case. Normally it's been Gabby.
Yeah.
I mean,
you think they'll switch it up?
I mean, we've seen Gabby play a different hero already with Gyro mid. Do you think that maybe they'll go back to their roots and try something different here? Maybe throw 496 off?
No. Not on a game tree, I think. They'll just stick with what they know.
That's true.
On ESL 1 Hamburg, only Gabby played Naga. So I'm pretty sure they'll stick to that. They won't deviate from that.
It's also a Gabby hero traditionally as well. Like the guy when he used to play back when he was up and coming and these Execration teams, remember that? When like everyone's like, who's this guy? And then all of a sudden, oh, actually one of the best carries in the world. He used to play a lot of Naga as well. It's a very SEA hero as well, I think, especially now. Because it's the, I was going to say wrong word, the street fight hero, you know. I'm going to fight you once I get 1 item, send all my illusions at you, and you go, oh, I think I can beat him, and then all of a sudden, nope, you're done.
And you have no armor. You're just getting riptided to death.
Yep.
Yeah, very annoying.
The old Liquid used to do that as well. The Kuroki stack.
Yep.
So when they pick Naga, GH would play it. So he'll be like the position 1, and then Miracle or Matavaman will play like the 4 or something like that. They'll swap roles like that. So KP can actually do that, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a Gabby hero right here.
Yeah.
What do you think of this combination, Naga Marana? I find it incredibly strong. So
arrow,
much setup for the arrow.
Net into arrow.
Especially with the Riptide minus. I mean, Marana's got such a great auto attack animation. So annoying. It reminds me a lot of Alina, but I think it's even maybe kind of more annoying than Alina.
Because the leap as well, right? Adding attack speed.
Yeah. I mean, that got nerfed heavily, but it's still very good.
Yeah. The talent especially, right? It used to be the talent was ridiculous. Yeah. It still is kind of.
Well, the base stat was it plus 60 attack speed at level 1 leap.
Yeah, it was.
Now it's 25.
In the beginning when it was first like, So. And a talent would give you plus 100 at level 15. You're like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Sure,
Hyperstone for free. 2 Hyperstone for free. And your whole team as well. That's the best part. It would actually it hits the whole people around you, which in this case actually activates on the Naga Siren illusions. Now illusions do benefit from the attack speed, so you leap in the middle of that. I mean, without being crazy, and then all of a sudden Naga Siren is a killing machine. So I love this combination particularly. Also sets up for a potential Undying pick really nicely. Tombstone plus Song is a classic toxic combo.
Very true. Maybe a Jakiro 5, a Disruptor 5 maybe?
Ooh, that is very true. March does play the Jakiro.
Yeah.
Disruptor as well. Yeah. They did that in Hamlet.
Yeah.
ESL1, Song into the Disruptor ulti. I think they were fighting against, I forgot which hero.
Weren't TNC doing it as a position 4 though? Wasn't that
What,
their thing?
Disruptor?
Disruptor?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, because it really throws off the BKB timings.
Yeah.
I mean, with the Mirana,
Yeah.
it doesn't. It's still a very strong combo, especially early. But yeah, I could see it. But they went the Chen here.
They banned the Enigma, so sleep
Yeah.
into Black Hole. That's another one that we can do. But
Chen is very solid as well
Yeah.
here. The double Centaur stomp with the song.
I think it's still a good call pick for TNC.
10
Yep.
seconds
They picked it third
remaining.
last game. I can see them doing it again. It's good against both the heroes from
5
496
seconds
currently.
remaining.
Maybe 496 now goes for something ranged to like potentially prevent that coddle pick from happening.
They need like a good hero for this Naga for
Yes.
496. Maybe like a Slug or something.
I think it's a bit insane, but you could go for a Drow here actually to deal with the Naga and potential coddle pick.
Drow strat?
With a Drow with the Axe strat, which is sometimes we see as a counter illusion strat. I know it's again unorthodox, but I'm going for the crazy pick. 496 have been surprising us, honestly.
Yeah, they picked what? Post 5 Veno, post 5 Puck.
Yeah, and now Bounty Hunter, like you know,
We don't know what these guys are playing, man, actually.
it's wonderful.
They do need a position 5. Speaking of that as well,
Yeah.
preferably ranged here because you're going to have, you know, maybe a pure melee lane against Naga, which is really scary.
What about Grim?
Grimstroke 5. Yeah, I mean the double shuriken, which will bounce twice even more if you have Ags.
Double Burrow Strike as well.
Yeah, the burrow interaction is real weird on that though, isn't it?
It stuns both, but you don't
Yeah.
you don't go to both.
It's to the primary.
Oh, Green Show.
Nice
Just
done.
as you guys were talking
done.
about.
Yeah.
Good call.
It's very good, especially if you can track at least, well, yeah, the double track, and then you get at least 2 bounces.
I forgot about the double track. It's
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, because the Janata will only bounce the track
Right.
target.
I see that. The strat is you go Ags here, right? You go
I
Ags on
really-
Bounty
I
Hunter,
really think it-
double track, double shuriken, bounces forever,
It
win.
could be good. It could
It's
be
your
good.
new Chain Frost.
Pairs up well with the BH as well. You
10
inkswell the BH
seconds
as he invis, he walks in. If they have no detection, they'll
It's
get.
true.
Yeah.
Go for a
5
PL here with
seconds
Aghanim
remaining.
Scepter against the Naga. Just to send in the Spirit Lance.
Since we're going insane,
A
let's just-
million illusions.
Yep.
Lags the game. There's the title. They really need something to deal with the Cygnus though. That was a big
Yeah.
a thorn in their side last game.
I like the way you were going, by the way, the lags the game strategy.
Oh, yeah.
Lag
Yeah.
it so much,
Like it
nobody
so
can
much.
play.
That's exactly right.
I mean, you're going to hate me for this. I'm going to bring up the Pugna again.
No, I don't
Yeah,
hate you. I
for-
love the Pugna pick.
For 416, because pushing towers,
Yeah.
one,
10
and
seconds remaining.
if he gets X, he can deal with the Naga illusions. So
That's
that's
true.
That's
That's a
another
really
upside.
good point.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
really
another
good
upside.
point.
Because currently they have no ways to deal with the Naga illusions. So Pugna is one way to deal with them.
He's ranged against Will-O-Wisp as well. Which
I'm
is-
surprised it wasn't a. On that note, I'm surprised it wasn't a Lion 5.
TNC
Great burst damage. Deals. I was to say Gyro for the flat cannon. Build a Daedalus.
that makes
Second.
much more sense. My stupid Drow pick. I like this much
I
better.
was afraid to say it. I was like, is Naga like a really hard counter to Gyro? Should I not say this? I was like, this is like always the pick, isn't it? But
It is like Gyro's one of those picks that you're okay with picking. You'd rather have Cleave, honestly. You rather against the Naga, just simply because
10 seconds remaining.
you don't deal well with her in the early to mid game because the Rocket Barrage is very weak against her.
5 seconds
point.
remaining.
They'll pick KP's hero now. So the Baden's decent because the Apodic Shield can remove
Radiant
track.
team ban.
Oh,
Admiral
is that a
Kunkka.
mid Kunkka, you reckon?
is that a...
It could be an offlane Kunkka as well. It's not.
Yeah, absolutely.
crazy.
Yeah. I haven't seen KP play Kunkka though. Doesn't... Not sure.
Take out your trusty
Yeah, let me
notebook.
check
Yeah.
here. Oh, it's a blank page. I'm just kidding.
But
Hey, he
under
actually has no
KP
notes in this notebook. He's just pretending to sound smart.
That's exactly right.
He has it all in his head, guys.
Super up.
10
I wish.
seconds remaining.
It's empty here. You knock and it's like an echo, just forever.
Oh.
5
Okay,
seconds remaining.
I don't see Armel play... Armel doesn't strike me as a Kunkka player as well though.
TNC
I don't think
No,
it's-
Armel does play a
Turn
fantastic
ban.
Kunkka. Yeah,
Is
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I saw him a lot back when Kunkka was first pick, first ban, and you used to just get Kunkka Armel.
Yeah, probably he'll play it, but it just...
I know that Kaipi also, we used to
Yeah.
see it back when the Kunkka
Yeah.
domination age.
Yeah, it just doesn't strike me as like an Armel hero, not like the TA. So I can see KP playing it and they'll save.
All right,
Okay, yeah.
I wasn't really expecting an Omni Knight here. I'm surprised we didn't see it last. I was surprised the Kunkka came out first. Maybe they wanted to make sure that didn't get banned, as it's going to be the Ava ban instead.
You're running Omni against a potential. All right, no, never mind.
Do you think their lineup is like too greedy? Omni needs farm, Kunkka needs farm, Naga needs farm.
Yeah, but
Kunkka farms heroes though. That's what Kunkka wants to be farming. KP will push your tower. We've seen this yesterday. He taunts and the towers explode.
5 seconds remaining.
It's true. Kunkka farms heroes. KP or Ahmed farms the lane, usually his lane, and Naga farms jungle. So there is a pretty good division of farm here.
I agree. It is a problem. It definitely could be a problem.
Imba Spirit.
You may now select your
Imba
heroes.
Spirit.
That's a very Kunkka-sided matchup, is it not?
What, Ember versus Kunkka?
Yeah.
Actually, well, it depends. It depends on who you ask, actually. It's very any Ember match is very contested on the pros because you can evade the Torrent and then Kunkka has no way of destroying the Flame Guard.
This is like the Storm Ember. But it's, I mean, the cleave is insane as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
Flame Guard does know you, I mean, it can help for the boat
You can
at level
slide
6.
a fist the cleave as well if you're good.
Yeah,
Because the animation takes a long time. It's because Ember now has armor. It used to be the case like it was very Kunkka-sided because Ember has 0.
Yeah.
But now with
he needed PMS.
Yes.
Rip.
But
good old days.
Rip PMS. And with that note, we
Rip
can actually see what this final game turns out before we go to the panel one last time. Let's see who's going to be the winner of this matchup. I guess to go to the WESG main event. Take it away, Cyclops.
Game of the grand finals are right here, TNC versus 496, and you hear me, Cyclops, and my friend.
Hi, what's up? Oh, me? The game was ready, actually. TNC versus 496. What do you think of the 2 drafts, Cyclops? Anything interesting? You said you were telling me that TNC definitely is going to win.
Yeah, I mean, if you take a look at the heroes, well, definitely going to win. I'm not saying that, but they got all their comfort heroes. They got Naga Siren as a hard carry, Mirana, and also the Kotal. What else do you need? You got some Kunkka and Omni Knight for KP. This is all their favorite heroes.
Yeah.
Unless Team 496 got some special plan in the pocket to just pull out the last game of the day in order to just, you know, stop them from being a champion with that Bounty Hunter.
Well, I agree with you. We saw Tim's Mirana and March Call just now absolutely destroy 496. They have space making with the Kunkka. They have KP also make space. Yesterday he played the Omni-Knight as well, and it took them like 4 people just to kill him, and that was in 2 separate gank attempts. But on the other hand, 496, they have decent synergy with the Grimstroke. They have... Oh, here comes the early slow. Tims. Does he might have to take leap.
Bounty Hunter, send the missile, just harass some damage.
Is he gonna take
maybe
leap?
that's gonna kill!
Yep.
Wow! Right-click power!
Tim's deciding I'd rather die than take the level 1 leap, and because he relies on his arrow so much.
Okay, now here comes the rune fight on the top lane, throwing another blinding light, bow somebody on top.
That's one of the best things about Blinding Light level 1 is that you can just easily secure the ruins. But
3 bounty rune for the Radiant.
Yeah, 496 first blood, 3 bounty runes. Looking
that was a good start.
Okay.
One thing about the Bounty Hunter that I worry about is he is not so. I mean, if you're losing early game, it would be so hard for Bounty Hunter to play in the mid game.
Agreed.
Because he will be so good if you're winning early game, and then because you're gonna win the mid game team fight, and with all that track goal, the gap between you and the losing side will be even bigger. But if this is the opposite, then
Bounty Hunter is definitely a hero who doesn't play well from behind.
Yeah,
he needs to be ahead. But like I said, Grimstrike, there's good combinations with the Soulbind. You can Burrow Strike, you can double track, double shurikens, and double homing missile. So decent combination of spells with the Grim. I like that a lot. And you can also put the Ink Swirl on the Bounty Hunter. He walks in, he just pops a stun on them.
Ember Spirit.
As well as, of course,
just like the analyst said just now, that he always looking to use the slide of thing in order to dodge the creeps. On top.
In top lane, it's going to be a bit annoying. One of the good things that when you play Coddle against Sand King is when he does the Sandstorm, you blind light, you push him out of the Sandstorm. And that just removes it straight away. So we might be seeing that a little bit here.
Slide of Fist.
Slide of Fist, trying to dodge a little bit here. But CS, though, going in favor of the Kunkka.
The matchup between Ember Spirit and Kunkka, what do you think?
Oh, Tims dies again. The bottom lane, actually.
Yeah.
Like,
interesting. Got 2 kills so far.
Does he have arrow? Does he have leap now? He must have taken a skill point by now. We'll check it out in a little bit.
Oh, that's kind of scary. Gappy is.
Tims is like, I am taking this arrow, but it's been costing him a little bit.
That was very nice production value.
So yeah, you were talking about Ember versus Kunkka. Courier's actually ready to go mid, and
straight to the bottom with you.
Bounty gonna wait for it a little bit. They want to see Bounty Hunter on the map somewhere before this Courier goes out. He's got the way you can see that the devil. He's like, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go, but he can't go out right now.
Yeah, you might until they see where Bounty Hunter is.
30 seconds left for the flying Courier. Until then, but Bounty Hunter, he is going to abandon the chance to kill the Courier.
Very neat play by the TNC side.
At the moment Bounty Hunter shows himself, you're going to see the Courier go out. And there you go. See? Bounty Hunter shows himself bottom lane. Immediately the Courier is
coming out from the tree line. Maybe sending in the missile, jumping away. Rocket barrage has been used, but it can't get through the high armor of the Naga Siren.
No, not at all.
He has around like 7 armor right from the start.
Another thing is that Rocket Barrage, what's amazing about it is that all does damage on one person. Naga Siren is never alone. She has 4 friends that show up anytime.
Oh, yeah, true. Okay.
We also would like if the Bounty Hunter could get a bit level 2 so you can get that. Trading with Bounty Hunters feels super painful when he starts taking your gold.
And Bounty Hunter is still level 1.
Yeah, that's the problem for them right now.
I mean, the key of playing Bounty Hunter, you need to get your level 6 real quick for that track. I played a lot of Bounty Hunter. And look at that, coming up from the sideway, becoming a 3 lane, trying to get rid of that Naga Siren. Only 2 or 3 hits away, Naga Siren turned on itself. The illusion's out. And now they might have to stop messing with him. A lot of damage of the Naga Siren nearby the secret shop.
Arrow. Lands.
The side shop, I'm sorry. Armel kills, TNC kills. 2 down for the 496 size.
496.
Goes in, might be 3, and that is a 3. Teams with a double kill. That was a great play by the TNC.
Not only did they kill 2 people bottom in a 3 versus 2 situation,
yeah.
they also, Arma also got a solo kill on the Ember Spirit. And Ember Spirit, he's not having a fun time this game.
Man, this is... They are losing every lane for Team 496. This is not good at all.
Oh, nice. Nice steal of the Bounty Ruin here by Bounty Hunter.
That BB stealing out. He's still level 2. That is something that I really worry about.
Well,
team needs track in order to come back in such a behind game. If you can win one team fight with the track, you'll be back on the game.
Exactly. Without the money from the track, this is going to be very difficult for them. Remember, you are playing up against Naga Siren, so they have late game security on TNC.
I kind of understand that the two supports doesn't want to just suck the experience out of the gyrocopter, but sometimes you also need some. Here we go, a burrow strike. But it would be hard to just do something to the Kodo.
Oh, and another 3 bounty ruins going for 496 now.
Yeah.
6 bounty ruins for 496, only 2 for TNC.
Kind of annoyed for the bounty hunter. He provides a lot of visions in early game, but he also need to provide himself some experience too. Turn on the Ember Spirit Flame Guard. 2v1 situation in the middle. Slide of Fate already comes out. And a cleave. That's a lot of damage.
That's a nice thing, by the way, about Carlos Chakra. It also reduces the cooldown of passives that have time to. So you can
really?
Yeah, you can Tidebringer twice in a row. If you hit, then you Chakra. You can hit him again with a Tidebringer, and that's it, 2 in a row.
Dire's middle tower.
You can even do that for LC's Moment of Courage and all this sort of. Even Bounty Hunter, his Jinada, you can reduce his cooldown. He actually has.
Jinada, turn on the pump. And let's take a look at the fight around here.
Not even able to kill.
There's no way you can take this Naga Siren down.
The good thing is that Naga Siren doesn't have stacks, but she can just farm the jungle, and 496, they're looking at it, they're like, well, we can't really do anything.
Now they change the target. They're trying to kill that Tims. But Tims is too near to the bottom tier 2 tower, so it's too risky for the 496 side. The Bounty Hunter coming in from behind.
A beautiful...
Somebody was hit by an arrow. Is that going to be a kill? Dropping a star. 1 hit only on Yassi. That BB killed the sentry wall. Let's take a look at the fighters. Jumping away. But the gyrocopter is also low. So many skill has been spammed. Nobody dies yet.
And bottom shine's already used as well, so you can't just go and take and fill up.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh, he thinks that Tims might be walking back. He knows Tims is somewhere around. They won't be able to get that kill. Tims though, he's gonna keep throwing those arrows. Then he's gonna walk back, and yeah, Bounty Hunter, he's gonna wait here. Tims is coming. This is
gonna farm?
the most tense.
Zap him! Zap him!
Oh, he actually scanned.
Oh,
he knows.
Wow! What a play!
And Tim's actually taunts him. He says, "You have learned nothing." He knows.
Man, he used scans just like that. Wow.
He's like, I think that Bounty Hunter is waiting for me.
Outsmart, man. I like that.
See, when your team communicates, you can actually know, hey, I'm not seeing Bounty Hunter anywhere. Maybe he's waiting for me, guys. I'm just gonna scan. All right.
Goes in. Gyrocopter. Coming in a little bit too deep, if you ask me. Around here, trying to stop the gang. X-Mount to spot the torrent and was hit by the ghost ship. All the spells on the Gyrocopter. And now you put your hard carry die out of the zone of the farming. I'm not sure what are they doing right here. This team TNC having a big advantage here, but hey, they got 1 kill though. Team jump away. At first he's stuck at the tree. Now they are chasing on the Kunkka barrel strike. They decided to go like 5v5 right from the start for Team 496 when the lane is not working. But however, Amel got 1 more kill with the cleave.
Oh, the bad luck. The Centaur actually stunned 496, preventing them from killing the Kunkka. Another blinding light. That was a very ambitious attempt and could have gone a little better.
But isn't it an interesting way to play this game when you're losing all the lane and then, hey man, let's 5v5 then.
Well, it almost worked. They could have got the kill on Tim's. You can see that, watch this, yes, he walks in range. The neutral spawn right now. He actually aggroes them and they come and they stun all of his friends. There you go. Good luck chasing with that happening.
Wow.
Bit minor misplay and aggroing the neutral creeps just now.
Yeah. Alright.
And TNC with a 1k gold lead so far. 3 and 5 in this game.
Here we go. It's another fire at the bottom. Called down for the first time in this game for the FTC coming out, and that's a kill. Gabby died for the first time too.
Yeah, with the even though Nagasai is level 7, she doesn't want to take that early point and sleeps. Just such a long cooldown doesn't help you farm, and you're okay with Nagasai dying occasionally. You know your time to shine is late game. But it's gonna be 30 seconds for the next bounty ruin. And level 3 on Bounty Hunter. I don't know, Cyclops. We need this guy to get levels. How are we going to win without track?
Yes. That's what I'm trying to say right from the start. However, let's take a look at this initiator. Level 8 for the Sand King. Burrow strike inside and sending in a missile too. Heat-seeking missile.
Oh, arrow. Nice dodge.
Okay, dodging. But he won't be running away from the sentry zone. He will die there. I think it's time for him to just get some levels, like serious level farming.
He is buying the tome, so he's gonna have at least level 5 very soon. Bounty ruins going, I think, 2 for 2 or 3 for 1. Couldn't quite see that.
You need that track in order to just set the directions of the team when it comes to the team fight. Sending in the missile and also rocket barrage. He needs to, well, he is okay to take the damage of the ghost ship just to get the barrel strike on the Kunkka. Kunkka fighting on the lower ground. The rest of Team TNC already came in, teleported down to the shrine. It became a 5-man for Team TNC. But still, they want to go in for Team 496. Ember Spirit to a Flame Guard. Turn on the Midnight Shadow. Running right here. You go. Throwing another flashbang in order to stop the dive from Team 496.
They also knew that there was a ward there, so dewarded. A bit unfortunate. And
Midnight coming back in, dropping a little bit in order to just pull back for like 1 or 2 seconds. That would be enough to kill a Bounty Hunter once again. He always joining the team fight. But
Bounty Hunter having a really miserable game right now. Barely ahead of the call.
That is a first pick Bounty Hunter too, you know.
Yeah, it came out straight away with the... Oh, this could be dangerous.
Oh my.
Nice.
It might go down once again, but at least he spent all the spells and killed that team. His killing spree broken. Now it's all up to the Ember Spirit. Burrow strike inside, half HP, but he was so tanky for the Kunkka. There is no way you're gonna dive in and kill that Kunkka when Marty stays behind, ready to use the blinding light.
So Kunkka is really hard to kill. Just
so hard to take down, mate.
I think already he has like 1600, 1700 HP. He goes with a couple of bracers, so that's magic resistance. And with his...
That Kunkka is tankier than the Nokia phone, really. Now he's just gonna go in. For that guy, Gyrocopter already finished the tower.
Well, where's Jared going? He's got 1600 in the. I think he's going to go for the first item
Radiant's
Aghanim.
bottom tower
No,
is
actually,
under
no. He's
attack.
going to go for probably the Maelstrom. Signing that's a safer item. Hood finished on the Omni Knight. He's going to be tanky to bring down. We can expect a lot from the Sand King. In game 1, he performed amazingly. Can he have the repeat performance here?
Yeah, maybe. But we still need other guys like the support too. The level of support is also important. Now the core is getting a decent level for the 496. We need a track, but hey, maybe this is where he's gonna get his level 6. Is he? Oh, TNC from a big lead now down to only 1k ahead.
Not just that, but KP just uses ultimate, which means that they.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
He won't have it for another like what 150 seconds.
Oh, somebody gonna get caught. Turn on the Moonlight Shadow, setting in the torrent and an arrow. But no ghost ship, it seems. Vilovit still sucking everyone. Kunga considering options of going for the ghost ship, but he holds it because he knows that they don't have enough damage. X-Mark the spots on the teammates just to regen. Goes in for the Gyrocopter, going straight, dropping a call down. Finally, Rocket Barrage too. He might get hit by the arrow, but he dodged it. X-Mark the spot, and here comes the ghost ship. Where's the rest of the support? They're dropping so low, but the Gyrocopter getting cleaved down by the TNC. Pop the dash, and he just gonna go for more. Bounty Hunter running away. Try to walk up to the high ground. Get X-Mark back into that Kunga, ready for the cleave.
Oh,
got him, but he missed the arrow. That's a sentry zone there, right there. So many CC camera in there. And now take a look at the fight. They fought back right away, looking for retaliation for Team 496, getting
timing with the torrent.
Slept by the Narasan.
Well done by TNC catching that. That's the benefit of taking an early level and sleep, but
first 10 kills go to Team
Radiant's top
TNC.
tower is under attack.
496 though. That was a very awkward way that they want to. They keep going for the Kunkka. You're not killing the Kunkka. You have to be able to ignore the Kunkka.
Why are they aiming Kunkka all the time? That's the problem.
Kunkka, he's always in your face. He's throwing those big the bows. He's catching people.
But
with
if not Kunkka, who are you gonna aim then?
He
okay.
just threw a ward right in front of them.
Dire's structures
I mean,
are fortified.
Tim's, March, KP is even more killable than the
Tim's
Kunkka.
can jump. March got a blinding light.
You got an Emperor, you got the best chasers in the game.
Yeah.
I think he'll be fine.
Hold down, here comes the ghost ship, but hit only one target. Setting in. Rocket Barrage dealing a decent damage, but hey, okay, not now. X-Mana spot back, but no torrent, I think. Another cleave. Yacy finally got a tower. That was a brave play, but the support is running away from the Kunkka right now. It's switched back to the bottom lane. Yacy finally down because of Armel Kunkka. I think it must be a torrent.
Yeah, Armel, look at him. 1900 HP, has Hood, 2 bracers. So magic damage, he's got like at least 50% damage resistance.
Tower is under attack.
You're not killing him with magic, and there's a lot of magic damage on that 496 right now. It's Sand King, it's Ember.
We got a track now, mate.
Yeah.
Now the game starts.
How many track kills are we gonna get, Cyclops?
I don't know. 1 kill matters, dude. They need every bit of gold in order to stay alive against Team TNC. X-Mark the spot can come to torrent, and also the ghost ship dropping a fall down in order to stop them from retreating. Here we go. Gyrocopter about to go down. He's still getting sucked by the Willow Witch for the third time. And the supporter too, not a supporter, it's the Sand King. Get X-Man the spot, can he burrow strike himself out of the danger? He was hit by Illuminate, he was slowed down. 2, here comes, setting up the standstorm, best support, burrow strike
nice
coming
stun.
out. That was a nice stun, and finally they get to kill that March. One more guy teleported out, is the most important guy of Team 496, is Ember Spirit on the Flame Guard. Can he kill that Kunga? Slide off 7 kill streak ended. It seems like Team 496 having a sign of life.
That was also a track kill on the Kunkka. You can see, look how much gold they just got. That 3,000 experience, 1,500 gold.
Yeah, it's all the track gold.
And they use everything they can to kill the Gyrocopter. It was obviously great for them, but this move, he does the Sandstorm, and then he goes and kills them all. And
yeah, that Sand King survived for so long.
Look at this, when he gets them all on the line. He gets them all on the line, stuns them.
Woo! Crazy.
That's how you play.
He playing it like a Minecraft.
Are you a big Minecraft player?
Yeah. Look at that. And now another big team fight coming out. They killed that team. This is not looking good. This is the first time in the game that Team 496 getting lead on network.
And that was a track kill as well. So that's 2 track kills in a row.
Oh,
that's a
my
big deal.
God. Oh, my.
That is a very big deal. And once you...
Yalla. What?
Nothing. So but there's still Naga-san is not fighting with their team. She just is taking this time to farm. Historically though, in the ESL versus Gambit, TNC didn't do that well when they went for those very farm-heavy cores that didn't fight so much.
Yeah.
They definitely feel better when they fight as 5 people rather than when they try to do the 4 protect 1 strat.
Ember Spirit goes in, flying into the cross of the river, gets rid of another.
It's a lot of pressure on Gabby to bring it in for them later on that Naga Siren.
Needs to be a Naga Siren game, man. Naga Siren using his own, and that is going to be the big team fight right here. Ember Spirit flying over all of them and burn everything down. I'm a fireman, fireman. Slide of Fist stays in the middle. He was stopped by the a little bit of Will-O-Wisp. He was bowed back into a Will-O-Wisp once again. Slide of Fist finally killed that Mars, and Ember Spirit flying back up to the high ground, got away safely. Wow, and he's just going to go in for one more.
Nice.
Chasing on a Naga Siren, he's trying to hack himself at the tower. Bottom tier 2 tower, sending in the ghost hit. Ember Spirit back into the scene once again with a slide of fate, dealing a little bit of damage, but it seems to be not enough to kill anyone of Team TNC. Now meanwhile, the scout, the spy being spotted by Team TNC, and the bounty hunter falls.
Definitely overstaying their welcome there, 496. After they got a couple of kills, they should have just gone back. And you can see the gold.
Getting too confident?
Yeah, they're too excited, you know. You're like, we got a couple of kills, let's keep going. But that couple of kills ended up costing them when they went for too much. Still, it is looking good. Jarakopter is the one who they're always trying. I do think Jarakopter might have to look at himself and say, I should get a couple of tank guys, just go for the Agams or BKB right now. You know, the Maelstrom decision leaves him very vulnerable because they just keep going and trying to kill him, and he's gonna go for BKB next. But
I am really agree with you. I think the item order should be BKB first
or Aghanims.
Yeah.
You got a lot of survival to stats and the point booster. Instead, he went for the Maelstrom, and he's never really hitting anyone. He's just dying.
Okay. The damage Oriental. Let's see if it's gonna work. Ember Spirit getting X-Mark the spot back, and he fire Raidmax away.
Ember Spirit, that was really risky, and he still made it out.
Yeah. Not
going for Yules, he's going for straight BKB as well. And in this game, neither team really has a BKB piercing ability. So Mine can be used, and so is Track, but they're not stuns or anything.
Yeah.
And on the Dire side, they got nothing that doesn't go to BKB. Naga Sleep is kind of a funny thing. You leave one guy awake and you just kill.
Oh, a Track on the Omni Knight. Track gonna play big part in the game now when they are not so far behind. X-Mark is spotted trying to kill the bounty hunter first. That's a good thing for Team TNC to do because it's too risky to fight when the bounty hunter is still alive. But can he fire Raidmax away? He can. Will-O-Wisp still sucking Sand King in place. Sending in the missile. Hit on a KP. Can you Will-O-Wisp him?
Soulbind came out.
Oh, Searing Chain, Slice of Fist.
Okay, they just need this time to catch the Sand King.
Setting up the new formation, setting in the arrow. Burst strike on 3 on 2. Everything spamming on a small area. Where is the epicenter? Gabby finally goes down. The high armor down. And it's 496 is killing everyone of PNC. That is not looking good. And PNC fall. Oh my God. With all the favorite heroes of Team TNC, they're losing the game.
Tim's on the Mirana, March on the Call, doesn't matter. See, the problem with the sleep is that it also gave 496 time to use all their spells. They didn't have the stun available, but they did, and he just slided straight away to dodge all the abilities. And this was a...
Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at that. It is really painful to watch for the TNC fans.
Vietnam feeling pretty good right now.
I only have 3 words for them right now. Just don't throw. That's all. You know, because the Southeast Asian teams are always having a problem of the mid-game transition to turn from a good early game into a happy ending. You know, and You know, anything, especially when you play against a really strong team, top 3 in the world like TNC, where they has loads of experience, anything could happen. And in the end, yeah, I think it's still TNC got high chance to win this game. And now, unless they get, okay.
That's the risk of playing Bounty Hunter, is that you will be caught, you will be losing your life a few times just to give your team some information. But Gyrocopter, he's close to the BKB. Same thing with the Ember, he's also close to the BKB. I think they don't want to fight until they have their BKBs. And Kunkka has a BKB, so both sides are like, listen, once we get BKB, things are a little bit better for us.
Naga Siren went for strength. Is that a usual thing that Naga Siren do?
Well, it's not
14 strength instead of 12 agility.
I think that's when you know that you're dying a bit too much. You're like, I need to stay alive. I need to take the talent that keeps me alive right now. It's not. I mean, it's not the farming talent. You move a little slower. You don't get the extra damage and attack speed, but you need to stay alive.
Wow.
0-5.
Just wow. This game.
By the way, the Sand King in the first game, he was like 0-8. Now he's 5-0-5. He is having a fantastic Sand King game. Ember Spirit as well. The Gyro has died a few times, but he realized that this is my role right now. They're always targeting me.
That we have 3 guys on team 496 that are treating Team TNC as an airport right now. A perfect landing for the epicenter burst strike. You know, a perfect landing for the Fire Remnant, and also a call down. They can't even park a helicopter in front of Team TNC, you know.
It's a good thing they brought a helicopter with the gyrocopter, right?
Yeah, it's all flying.
The one thing we haven't really seen is they haven't been able to do the Grimstroke Soulbind into the Sand King stun. The Soulbind stuff has just been used more of like, let's keep these two together so they don't run away, but
I remember you mentioned about something about the Will-O-Wisp in the previous game. Can you explain that again?
You mean about how it's hard to...
how they use Will-O-Wisp on top of the other ultimates?
Yeah, in this game, in the previous game, they had they prevent the enemy's team from going out. In this game, you have such elusive heroes that they can all walk out very fast. You have Ember Spirit, he can just straight away use his Remnant. Sand King is the same way, and they don't really need to fight in the same area like they did last game. Last game they had the Monkey King. Monkey King does not want to leave his Wukong. So you throw the Wukong, you throw the Will-O-Wisp, he's stuck there. This game, no. They just say like, oh, there's a Will-O-Wisp, we'll just run away. Oh. What are the chances of, what do you think are the chances for 496? 50-50?
I think TNC still got more chance. So I give it to that experience.
So 70-30?
60-40 for TNC.
All right. 40% chance, not bad if you're up against TNC.
Not bad. Yeah, I mean, yeah. The more experienced team tend to make less mistake in late game or in a crucial moment.
One of the things that I thought 496 would do would be to ban or take the coddle. Instead of what they did was they just took very, very mobile heroes and just said, we'll play around him.
They need to fight Koto, you saying?
No, I'm saying like in the last game they can't fight they can't fight Call because they can't move out of the Will-O-Wisp. But now they have Sand King, just bro strike away. You know, slide a fist.
You're in deep now.
And of course, once they have BKBs, Will-O-Wisp does actually nothing.
Oh man, we still don't know who's gonna come out of this game alive. The grand final game of the WESG Southeast Asia.
Let's go back and remind people that this is it's 1-1. The winner here gets to represent Southeast Asia in WESG.
And the loser will also going, but they have to play the qualifier rounds.
Of course, the money, you know, and the pride. I think 496.
Yeah. Say hi to all the guys in the chat too. Whoever watched in twitch.tv/WESG Southeast Asia 01, and those who watching in the Facebook WESG SEA. Thank you so much for tuning in, and feel free to type it down where you guys watching this game in the world, you know. So you know where you guys come from. Thank you.
We'll ask Twitch chat what they think about this game so far. I'm surprised we haven't really felt the impact of the Omni Knight much this game. He did well in the lane, but KP not having that impact that we saw last time. We're back to the game.
Back to the game, boys. 19 and 18 game score. And it was hit. Ember Spirit, that was a great play by Team TNC, and Mega Q ended right after the pause.
900 gold, that was a lot of money to give away on the Ember Spirit. It's not that they'll be able to get anything more out of it. Maybe just the mid tower, but the Ember Spirit serve all your damage and control. And Gyrocopter.
Let's take a look at the big fight in the middle. It seems like he's getting caught. Gyrocopter will be sucked in by the Will-O-Wisp too. And yeah, just when we restart the game, it seems like they are losing focus and losing 2 core in a matter of 30 seconds.
I think the Ember was caught before with the sleep, but the Gyro, they have no vision. It's hard to play against the Shadow Blade Kunkka. You know, he's got all that. He's invis, he walks in, he finds someone, and X marks, and that's it.
Hey, that is a risky spot to be in for the bounty
hunter. And the courier is actually going out. They know, see, they ping now. They're like, the courier is going here. Why is the courier going there? Someone's there. And yeah, sentry's planted. Gotta be careful of your bounty here.
X mark the spot.
Alright, they're just gonna get that mid lane tier 1. That does open up a lot of the map for TNC though. This is what we start seeing them. They start taking the tier 1 towers and they go straight away to the enemy side of the fight.
Yep.
Now I guess Siren getting close and close to that heart as well. 26 armor. How is this hero
die with you can't kill him with physical stuff like a mace and
you gotta really rely on, gotta rely a lot on that magical damage, but they do have a lot of that as well with the Sand King and the Ember. Gyrocopter a bit low on the net worth chart, but one thing I find very interesting is how well Grimstroke is farming. He's way ahead of Tim's. And one of his, of course, because he got the GPM talent.
X-Mark the spot on the Sand King. He's just trying to get the bounty rune, but it might have to trade for his life. Oh, long range arrow almost hit.
Yeah, we're seeing the Yules come out. Both teams need the Yules. Omni has the Yules as well. Remove the slides, remove the track. Same thing on the other side. You gotta get Yules if you want to deal with the X-Mark. That's why I was surprised that Ember went for Yules, sorry, BKB first. Because every time you get X-Mark, you're forced to use a BKB to survive.
Yeah.
Whereas the Yules is like, you know, it's fine if you use it because it doesn't go down charges.
Okay. Now, smoke once again. It seems like smoking game is very important in this series. Right from game number 1, they always start a big team fight that decide who's going to win or lose the game by using the smoke.
Yeah, but there's really not much.
Okay, this is the high ground. Searing Chain is trying to lock down Naga Siren. He uses the Song of the Sirens right away to wait for his teammates.
Is available.
Walking up to the high ground, crawling back to the shrine. Still being followed. There's no ultimate already, but the Guardian Sanctum comes in in order to win all the physical damage. Teleport down. Shrine has been activated, but a lot of damage coming out from the 496 side. And then on top of that, it's the epicenter from Sand King. Harlem Shake, dude. Track it all, everyone. You can't run away because you're getting tracked. KP tried to drag them all away and sacrifice himself, but everyone was chasing. What? It's 496 instead, but however, they killed the Naga Siren. Now back around here, and support will go down for sure, but the Ember Spirit still looking pretty healthy. He's fighting, and now no more Kunkka. Kunkka goes down, but still got the Ember Spirits and also the Bounty Hunter. Another kill, Burrows right, triple kill for the Ember Spirit, and another track kill. Chasing on that old INTERCEPTOR. Can you run away from the Ember Spirit Searing Chain? Slide of it. That will be another kill, definitely. For the Team TNC. Another big win for Team 496.
The first thing they did was they BKB Ember. He straight away hits the Will-O-Wisp. He doesn't care. 4 hits and it's gone. It's not that tanky. But they chase so much. But I told you, Sand King is going to have a great game this game. And he did. He chased all the way for that Naga Siren. Gets the kill. And KP buys back, doesn't actually get time to join. Can't not able to save them with this fight.
And now they're just gonna go in.
They were able to get 4 kills. If they can kill KP, they can really think about Raxus or Roshan. And not at TNC, they're looking at it thinking maybe we have to do something ourselves. Maybe we have to take the Roshan. And this is the problem I always feel that Naga Siren has. She requires a ton of time to be useful, and her ultimate is just a pause. You know, just alright, don't do anything. It works as a setup, but in this game, the setup is not working. The pause is giving 496 time to use their abilities. They have such low cooldown abilities. You know, Grimstroke, he has a 5-second cooldown, Stroke of Fate, Slide of Fist. You slide, you sleep, you slide again when you wake up.
It's still too soon to say who is going to come out of this game alive.
But 496 ahead with the kills, ahead with the net worth. And
the graph is swinging back and forth. It seems like KP is just going to get caught right at need to drop the Will-O-Wisp. They might be happy for that because they already used the Will-O-Wisp and they're still chasing for the 2 targets of Team TNC.
They want
falling
KP.
back, trying to go back to the high ground, but can they?
They want KP, but they can't get him.
Can they? And now here comes dropping a call down. Guardian's Ankle Authority comes out. And they get 1 kill. March, no more March, no more Will-O-Wisp, no more Chakra, automatic. They can just push in. Soulbind is going to connect the INTERCEPTOR himself. They're just going to kill TNC right in front of that tier 3 tower. They are going to push in Team 496. But TNC managed to retreat. AP is going to be safe. They can't get too near. Still might going down. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is a bit overextend by the 496 side.
I like how the Sad King, he was charging his ultimate thinking they're going to go in. They're like, no, don't go in. He just like, all right, I'll just waste the Epicenter then. But 496 getting a little greedy just now. They got the March kill. They forced out all these ultimates and they're like, we keep going, we keep going. But once Ember BKB was out, that was it. That was time to go back.
This is why I'm saying that the I'm sorry, what did you say?
Just a little too greedy from 496.
This is the reason why TNC, I say that TNC got more chance to win this game still because they tend to make less mistakes, something like this. In the late game.
They baited Bounty Hunter with the Courier. The Courier was actually there. He saw, he's like, I can get the kill. Then they made sure the Courier walked.
They really want to go in without Bounty Hunter, without the track effect. So yeah, I think they will. Bounty Hunter actually bought back X-Mark the spot. And Burrow strike inside, no epicenter. Keep that in mind. That is a big mistake for Team 496. They don't have so many guys. They don't have Ember Split, no epicenter as well. But they decided maybe they just want to stop Team TNC from taking the aces.
2 buybacks being used right now. Soulbind's also used, and the BKB on the gyro. TNC sees this. They realize, all right, we don't have the sleep. We don't have Omni's ultimate. Maybe we'll just come back in 50 seconds when we have everything available. But TNC playing this on the edge. Well, looks like the game's going to enter a slow period. What 496 needs is sort of to get that pick off on someone, preferably the Omni who has no buyback. But on the same thing for TNC, they kill the gyro, he's got no buyback, so it becomes a who catches who game.
Again?
Yeah, like who's going to catch who first.
Yeah.
Sand King though, as long as he's Sand King's alive, I feel like they have a chance to win. Look at Sand King's. Look at his net worth. And Aghanim's finished on the Ember. Radiant's finished.
Oh, they decided to go in, really.
Oh, they have a smoke.
Smoke, and maybe just go to the high ground, blink in, Burrow strike on 3 on 2, and go straight to the Chakra. Oh, and now they kill that March first. No buyback for that March, so they have to fight 4v5. This is not looking good for Team TNC, but however, they managed to kill them support buyback right away, so it's still B5, V4, sending in the ghost ship, but everyone is on the BKB, so not taking any damage from that Fire Remnant 10. They're just gonna kill that Armel. Armel up HP. Now finally, Song of the Sirens already comes out. Let's go for round 2. Armel with a double kill. Armel looking very, very tanky right there. Now 496 will definitely lose his team fight for sure because all of them are solo with the core heroes. Oh wait, that BB just killed that team. 3 low heroes against Armel alone. Outright kill for Armel. X-Minor spot, that might be the first time that is the Rampage. Definitely. What a play by the talented player. KP killed the Observer Ward. Armel went just a little bit to get the Rampage out.
It was so pretty until the sleep came out, give them the time they needed. And that was a dieback by the Grimstroke. This is going to be a roach for them. 496 has one more fight in them, but if they lose that on their side of the base against an Aegis, it's looking like it will be GG for 496.
Isn't it a bit risky to just dump on a high ground like that?
They had the smoke broke and they kept going for it.
And the way that Armel doing in and out fighting tactic are just too perfect, man.
They can't track him. You know, he's got the invis and he's got the radiant, so miss chance is available, and no one on radiant side has an MKB. So that 17% miss chance it's a lot.
This is a big difference between the world-class team and the tier A, let's say tier A team in Southeast Asia.
And
oh man, this is
it's the boat with that 50% damage reduction is super strong. They aren't going to be able to go high ground yet. There is time for 496 to come back, but they got no buybacks on anyone except the Sand King. Only Sand King has a buyback.
Yeah. It's about the amount of the players just now that they go in, they manage to kill March first, but when they're fighting a small area, of course one creep is going to hurt a lot.
What I find very interesting is that the way TNC handled this game. They were like, okay, Ember's making space.
Yeah.
He's doing a great job. But who's he making space for? For the gyrocopter. So they just killed gyrocopter over and over and over and over again. He's at like 6 times this game, and he just couldn't farm. And you can see his net worth is just one of the lowest of the cores. So,
Naga Siren right now is out of the world.
Yeah.
The item, it's just like playing in a different game already.
She's done farming.
Man, he's farming faster than me taking a shower, really.
Oh, gyrocopter might
need
be
spot into a call down, and if I drop the Willow Bits in order to stop the gyrocopter. He's still being chased too. Yasi falls by Gabby. Burrow strike in. Still trying some perfect timing to land his epicenter. Turn the Black King bar. No more trying. Oh man, the hard carry, the damage dealer died too soon. When they packed as a group, there's no way you can fight Team TNC.
One thing we also gotta mention is that March might be in a little bit of trouble here. Oh no, backup shows up. Is that when you have pipe and there's a fight going.
Not BB. Okay. INTERCEPTOR inside the base, and now they will be able to take down the first barracks of the day for Team TNC.
Oh, there's no creeps nearby. At least they'll have enough time for the Grimstroke to show up, but in a few seconds, backdoor protection is going to fall.
Yeah, just like you said just now about the gyrocopter. When they kill gyrocopter, there's no more damage.
Ember Spirit doing his best.
Ember Spirit got some damage, but it's not constantly.
Yeah, every 6 seconds he does a lot of damage, but what between? Oh, bounce is gone.
Ah man, somebody gonna get caught outside. It's Bounty Hunter. Seems like TNC tearing them apart right now.
So it's, I mean, if Gyrocopter is just being neutered this game. He can't do anything. He's got BKB Maelstrom. That's it. 36 minutes in. Nothing else. Just BKB and Maelstrom. And that's not enough. And now you have Loadstorm coming out for the Omni Knight. Someone gets stunned, you can just Loadstorm them away if you already used your Heavenly Grace. 11k net worth advance for TNC. It's not quite the clean sweep that we saw in Game 2, but TNC looking like they're going to take both. And what's the problem? You have Pipe, you have Guardian Angel, and you have Kumka's boat. 50% damage reduction from the boat itself. Full physical immunity from Guardian Angel, and you have a Pipe. So what do you hit them with? Physical, you can't. Magical, you can't. You don't even have pure damage. They're so damn tanky.
That's going to go in for them. That's just going to take down. That would be an easy kill. The game, it's on. Team TNC, everything getting closer and closer to the ticket. Oh wait, Fire Remnant's out. It seems like 496 is not going to give up that easily. Dropping down. Okay, killing that Willow Beast already. Burrow strike in order to stop illusions of the Naga Siren, but Naga Siren getting out of control.
She kills Grimstroke just with her illusions. She just sends illusions to Grimstroke and he's dead. He's like, I can't. But Aegis is available for, even if they kill Gabby once, you gotta kill him again.
There's no way you can stop them from taking another Rax. Naga Siren just gonna slash them, running out of mana, and then that's it. 496. Lose another core heroes. Slide off it, trying to kill all the illusions, but that's just it.
Might be able to save the Rax, but no, they're gonna lose the Gyrocopter as well now. No BKB on him.
Yeah, Armel turn on the BKB, and it's just gonna chase the Vietnamese side to the fountain. And then that should be it for this one. Just the matter of time to call the 99. Okay. All of them down, and it's it. TG has been called. TNC is our grand champion of the WESG Southeast Asia.
Congratulations to them. 2 years in a row winning last year as
row,
well.
Indeed. Well deserved.
TNC looking clean in that last game. Bit of hiccups here and there with the gyrocopter, with the Ember Spirit, but other than that, it was just...
Yeah, finally see a grin, on that smile. Well, hard-fought game.
Our champions, ladies and gentlemen. There they are. March. Oh, great play by on all of them. The last game, you could see the Fnatic, they did a decent job countering them. They knew how to deal with a little bit with the Will-O-Wisp, but it just wasn't enough for them. Gyrocopter couldn't get online fast enough.
Woo. Now that's it, man. Having a great time casting in this tournament. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. This is me, Cyclops, and this is Otomo. If we did anything wrong, I need to apologize for that. We'll try to make it better for you guys this time. And it's our pleasure to get to cast this tournament 2 years in a row. Woo. Thank you. But we are not done yet. Let's just hop on to the analyst.
Hello, thank you for hopping on to us one last time. Swordfish here, joining us, Seek and Strike, and Sugar Bear. Guys, I'm very sad to see 496 go, I'll be honest with you. I think they played a wonderful, wonderful game number 3 as well. I mean, they showed the prowess of game number 1, but as this game number 3 also played amazingly. To me, the Ember really stood out. That it was crazy. You were saying obviously any good mid laner can play Ember, but you were remarking this guy is special, and we could definitely tell, right, Seek?
Yeah, definitely. I think Sand King as well.
Yes.
Absolutely. 5-0, 5-1 and something.
Yeah.
Just making these huge plays happen. But
I think we'll see the result. Oh, well, that's just the results.
The results. TNC will take it 2-1. They're going to be the grand champions here in the WESG SCA 2019
Regional Championship.
Champions. That's exactly right.
Shout outs to them. They just won ESL 1 Hamburg.
Yeah.
They won last year's WESG, the main event. They qualified. They played here as well last year. Then they beat WG 2-0 in the Malaysian finals. Then they qualified to the main event. And then they won the main event as well. And then before that, in 2016, they also won the main event again. So they won WSG twice already. Yep. I think it was 800,000 USD first place. And then last year it was 500,000 USD. And then now, this year, they qualify yet again.
Yeah, it's great for them. I'm really looking forward to them play. They get about a week off, then to Chengdu. So very excited to see them.
We're going to have the stats here. I just want to say I feel so bad for these players because they must be tired. They must be exhausted. But, if they're exhausted, if anything, is at being the best in the world. Because they are currently, I think 496 should be super proud of the way that they played. Because you're playing not against a good SCA team, which is already a lot. Because SCA is a great region. But, shout out to all SCA fans. But they're playing up against one of the best teams in the world right now. Top SCSL Hamburg, incredible showing in the SCA qualifiers as well, going to Chengdu, and everyone is praising them. Anyone who calls them a dark horse now is Scans will come by and punch you in the face.
That's exactly right.
I don't know whether you can still call them a tier 1 just yet, because ESL 1, maybe tier 1.5, because ESL 1, they didn't have Secret. They didn't have OG.
They're tier S. Arthur came by. They're tier S. They're the top tier.
Yeah, they need to beat EG, OG, Secret, and the new Kuro stack. Even PSG, LGD. These teams, they didn't participate in the ESL 1 Hamburg. So that's TNC's next test. If they can beat these teams, then they are definitely a tier 1 team.
Okay, we're going to see some of the highlights of this game. I'm looking forward to watching some of these Ember plays yet again because those are fantastic.
I thought this fight was going to go so poorly, but I think this fight kind of culminates everything that this game was, right? The Gyro dies early on. He was actually farming in there. They get really, really great kills here. Ember's just popping off. Then in the end, it just wasn't enough. The Gyro doesn't do enough damage in the end. Heroes escape on 20, 30 HP, and then...
Yeah, the Gyro's just way too underfarmed throughout the whole game. Yeah. He BKBs, he stands and fight, and Gabby was I'll just stand and fight you. I'm not scared of you. Yeah. You can see multiple fights where he just BKB, he stands his ground and fight, and they just don't care. He just doesn't do enough damage.
Yeah. They actually turned this fight here, 496. They get a nice little juke around here, and then they don't have dust available. Beautiful
Nice stun.
two-man stun. They get a rotation in.
Just on the edge of the sandstorm as well to keep it up, right?
Yeah, Raid was definitely like the MVP for like the first 20 minutes. He and the Ember, like, they really make big plays.
I gotta say, the bounty also, he won my heart. You know, I thought that was a terrible position for, but he also played quite impactfully.
I agree. I wish he had won it a bit sooner, because then I think it would have widened the window 496 had. I'm sure we'll see this in a bit later, so I'll hold it. But you can definitely tell 496 were really grasping for it at the end. They knew their timing was slipping. The Naga was becoming unkillable. You can see KP just dancing away. This is a great turn actually from 496, where I think maybe they just held on to the song a little bit too long, and they end up turning another beautiful barrel strike into the Inkswell. It's just perma-stunned there. Yeah, beautiful fight.
The Sand King definitely won my heart.
God, Jesus.
Yeah, he just played so well. Yeah.
I do agree with the bounty comp as well. I find that maybe a +3 bounty would have given them a larger window as well, but then you wouldn't see red on the Sand King, right?
Yeah,
so
that's the problem. You can't have both, right?
Just let red play all the heroes.
Did he play Sand King all games? I think he did, right?
He definitely played in game number 2. Now I'm questioning, was game number 1?
This kill was huge, actually. That fight was not worth it until he
killed Gabby.
Yeah. And then I think they lose like Gyro here. Well, Gyro's already dead, but a little bit too far here. But that kill alone made it worth it. I think that's the last time they killed Naga, right?
Yeah. After that, the Naga got her heart. She got her.
She queued up a second one.
Yeah. Just for fun,
just for fun.
Yeah. Then she changed it into a butterfly, and then they just couldn't kill her anymore. Unkillable.
How do you deal with the Naga in this game, honestly? You're kind of lacking the damage. That's what I was saying, right? The transitional period for Gyrocopter there, around the 30-minute mark, which is when you transition from magical to physical damage, if you don't have enough farm, you just...
And you can see here, this is exactly the fight where we saw in the last clip, Gyro just dies there. BKBs buys back because they need Ember Spirit. They know their timing is slipping away. They smoke up, they run up the high ground. TNC is prepared for this. They're ready, and they just turn this fight. There's going to be the Song of the Siren, beautiful out of Gabby, and they're just like, all right, let's set him up and knock him down, right? Let's go bowling here.
Yeah. He's just not a high damage hero generally. When you think of Gyrocopter, early, yes, with Rocket Barrage, but as the game progresses, until you get to late game and you can get those massive rapiers, whatever, you're not the burst damage hero you would expect from him.
Yeah, he's even less farm than KP.
This is when Armel gets 5 solo kills completely unassisted. There we go. There's the third one, fourth one.
That was a misplay on the TP though. He thought he was out of vision and the tree was protecting him, and clearly not. He canceled TP there, realizing it, but didn't have it. I like the dance as well by Armel, knowing he got this.
He got this.
You gotta celebrate. He is a beast on the Kunkka, by the way. Absolute beast.
And then from here, the game has really slipped out of favor for 496.
Yeah,
they try and fight
Gyro BKB.
This is exactly what he's talking about.
Look at Gabby.
Gabby's like, where are you going? Where are you going?
But where's your damage, Gyro? You do nothing.
Exactly. Especially at that point, Gabby's got as well a butterfly. And if you did no damage before, how are you going to hit her?
Butterfly, hot Aegis.
That's a good point. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Aegis? Good luck.
You can't even kill her once, let alone twice. She has the Aegis, and she has KP to like back her up.
It got really difficult there for sure.
Yeah. With the Naga's farm, we definitely saw what we were talking about in the draft, right? The allocation of farm was very effective by TNC. They knew how to keep the Naga up and running.
And to 496's credit, they were doing a great job. They applied a lot of pressure early on. Armel could be MVP.
No surprise there, honestly. Would we all agree on that, Sugar Bear?
Yeah.
The guy was insane. I love the Radiance build as well. I like that he went for the last bit of utility with the Scythe of Ice. I think a lot of players are starting to go for the 4th item, Scythe of Ice, a bit more. MD actually popularized that, pioneer. But
classic EE.
Classic. He actually did it on Naga Siren, ironically, as well. He would always pull a 4th item, Scythe of Ice, as a bit of extra utility. And it worked really nicely for the Kunkka here as well.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah. Very well played to TNC overall.
Yeah.
496 really gave us a good showing. Yeah, fantastic. They're the only ones to take a single game. And that was a rematch as well. They played in the group stage, Group B. TNC just dispatched them 1-0, and they came back guns blazing. Yeah. Were able to take one game off from the main stage, and shouts to them, but TNC.
Yeah. They still have a chance to qualify for the main event. Yes. They have to play through the Asia Pacific qualifiers now.
Exactly. But now, before we get into that will be much later in the year, but we are going to watch the ceremony that crowns the winners, TNC, and sends them away to the main event. Let's see with our host, Flavor. Oh, wrong host. Wrong host.
Thank you to our board of panelists as well as our 2 casters. Now I'm here with the representative of TNC Predator with March. Now, I have a few questions for you. Winning the title champion 2 years back in back, how does that feel? Sorry, you have a mic, my bad.
It feels great to win, obviously. I actually wasn't there in last year. This is my first time with this team, and I'm hoping to win the award this time as well.
Right. From what we talked about just now, you mentioned that you're only in this team for about 2 months, but the teamwork and the synergy between you guys was just incredible. I mean, can you just roughly talk about what went wrong and what went right during the tournament?
I don't think there's anything that went wrong. We had ideas about how to play the game, and then whenever we lost the games, I think it was because the opponents played really well. And what went wrong was that we played better we played some games right, so we could have won, and we lost games because opponents played really well, I think. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that you have a lot of fans online watching us right now. Do you have anything to say to them?
Keep cheering for us. We have a lot of toners out there, and yeah, keep cheering for the TNC Predator.
All right. That's it for TNC Predator, the champion for Dota 2 in WESG Southeast Asia 2019. Right up next, we have the CSGO Women's Division. Right after the break, my name is Jolene. I'll see you guys later.